Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. Konnichigen! It's your favorite superstar, the multi-dimensional Dajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Happy Thursday! Happy Thursday, maniacs! It's been a minute since I was last live, you know? It's been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. Because we went from a Saturday to a Thursday. I needed to have Wednesday off. Usually the schedule that I would like to go for is either Tuesday to Saturday or Wednesday to Saturday. But this week I went from Thursday to Saturday because I needed some extra time off to be able to sort out some OBS potential issues. And even then I didn't fully test everything I wanted. But the main thing I wanted to do, which was to uninstall Stream Elements. I'm still not sure if it was fully uninstalled, but I think it was uninstalled enough. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to do was that, and it turned out okay. I'm not sure if it was as fully uninstalled as it should have been, but I got the things I wanted back in OBS, which was, when I had Stream Elements installed, the biggest issue was that when I went into the Help tab in OBS, I could not check for updates for some reason. And then on docs, it wouldn't allow me custom browser docs unless I actually had Stream Elements installed into OBS. So overall, it seemed like a better choice just to leave it out. And well, it doesn't seem like Stream Elements is fully off. I'm actually not sure, honestly. But it's off enough for me, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. But yeah. That being said, here we are though. We are back into Final Fantasy XIV after a big week of Battle Royale games. We had Fortnite, Realm Royale Reforged, Rumbleverse, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, and Fall Guys. Apex sadly could not happen, and that is one of the tests I still need to do because, as I recall, before that situation on Saturday, the last time I streamed Apex, I was able to stream it. Like, there wasn't any choppiness. The stream didn't turn into a slideshow either. Like, you know, I did have to reduce the settings a lot in Apex, but... And I got a little bit laggy. I think I still had to go to PNG tubing instead of doing it fully 3D like you see here. But, like, I was still able to do it regardless of that. So, I don't know. Feels like something has gone off somewhere, somehow. But yeah. Apex doesn't concern me as much because I don't expect to be playing Apex that much myself, honestly. Not anymore because, well, I suck at the game. But, I mean, it's a good opportunity for collabs because there's a lot of VTubers that play it. And again, I'm gonna have to look into this, not just because of Apex, but other games that may potentially have an issue. I want to do tests with Apex, I want to do tests with Fortnite for that matter, because I like to see what it's like in higher settings with Fortnite and how it all behaves. And I like to also do tests with Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't played that in a while, so now it's a good excuse to just go around and maybe do some dolmens or something. You know, some Anchor Shrines, I forget what the names were, but you know, the dolmens and everything. But yeah, as of now at least, OBS has been very renewed. I have stepped up my dock game with OBS, so now I still need to kind of switch between them in tabs, but I have Twitch Quick Actions, the Twitch Ads Manager. I have 2 activity feeds, one from Stream Elements, one from Twitch itself, and a reward queue. Both of them here. Now, The biggest advantages I have here right now are the activity feed from Twitch and the reward queue also from Twitch, because what that allows me is to be able to keep track of like the rewards, so that hopefully that way I don't forget them as much. You don't have to remind me as much about them when you redeem them. You know, I'm not able to do them immediately all the time, especially if I'm in the middle of like a battle royale session, a raid or something, a dungeon, etc, etc. But yeah. But anyway, with that out of the way, it's so exciting though. And yes, I have also changed back to the purple-orange colors for the multi-dimensional portal right behind me. With the spooky season approaching, I think having orange somewhere is a good idea. And yeah, doing it halfway through September, it's kind of difficult for me to realize that it's September 15 already, because it feels still like it's like June or July, for heaven's sake. But it's September 15, like in 2 weeks it's already gonna be the last 3 months of the year, which are always full of hype. And speaking of hype, let me segue into something else now. There have been a lot of gaming news, y'all. There have been a lot of exciting gaming news happening with Fall Guys, with Fortnite, with Among Us, with Nintendo, with PlayStation, and the Tokyo Game Show has been happening, I think. Though, I don't think it's happening right now, though, because it's 4 a.m. right now in Tokyo, I think. But yeah. Oh my god, like, oh my god. It's another time to be hype. Right here in the middle of September. Fall Guys has a new season starting today, and yesterday I went and just grinded a lot of Fall Guys. I wasn't expecting to go there, but I went there, and I went all the way, you know, because they were giving away double XP, which I think they were doing because it was close to the end of the season. I unfortunately was not able to make it to rank 100, but I made it to like rank 80 something and unlocked some nice cosmetics and stuff. Like the stuff I unlocked at least was very worthy. Too bad I missed out on like Mecha Godzilla or something like that, but this way is fine too, I would say. And I'm excited to see what this new season brings. Maybe I'll play a little bit off the stream actually. The thing that I was doing is that I was playing while just listening to some podcasts, some help videos like on the other monitor, because Fall Guys is something I can play without really just having to listen to the game only. Like, the only time I need to pause the podcast or the help video or whatever, or the video, whatever I'm watching, is when I'm doing the fruit counting games, the fruit counting rounds in Fall Guys, because I fully need to concentrate on those ones. Other than that, though, like, I can have all sorts of other things playing in the background while I'm playing it, and it's fine. Didn't win any games, though. Some were close, some were eliminations in the first round or so, but it was fun nonetheless. I got a lot of lag though, but I play it very casually. So hopefully we'll see Fall Guys soon. I think I still want to go through with my insistent plan to go for like a triple threat of Hi-Res Studios games next week, which is Paladin, Smite, and Realm Royale. So Realm Royale we've been checking out frequently as of late. Paladins, I think we only ever played it once or twice. And now it's gonna be a return to that. Maybe give it more of a chance, see if I like it better this time. It's not that I disliked it last time, I guess I didn't have much of a chance to get good at the game or something. And then Smite is gonna be my first experience in the MOBA genre, ever. There was a possibility we may see League of Legends this week, but I scratched that, partly because we had a 3-way tie between 3 games in the poll, and partly because of the things that happened with Apex, which means that PUBG, Valorant, maybe Team Fortress 2, those games are gonna have to like be tested if possible. Which sucks because I wanted to have like full first impressions of the game on the stream, but this means that I would have to play them. Like I would have to play them fully, like, you know, do rounds and stuff off the stream. I think League of Legends should be safe, so I can give my full first impressions here. When I do play it, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the others, I would definitely have to play them off the stream. Like, it has to be full gameplay. I have to go into like rounds or stuff. If there's a training of some sort, I might be able to do that. Like, if it has the same weight on your PC than a regular game session, right? We need to test things as thoroughly as possible. Now, that being said, now that I have pretty much finished the things I needed to do in OBS right now, There are some other improvements I want to make. There's a particular video from Gaming Careers. By the way, I can't recommend that channel enough if you're a content creator. Especially if you're focusing on video games and live streams, like I am. You know, among other things, like music and all that. But yeah, video games and like live streams are important. The video seems to have like GPU improvements to OBS, so that is worth looking into. I'm not sure what it is they address exactly, but you know, in the timestamps it says something about GPU. I haven't actually seen the video yet, but I have it saved as a to-do, like to watch the video and implement the changes if possible. But yeah, that Nintendo Direct 2 days ago, it was 2 days ago, right? I loved it. People were making so many jokes and memes about the farming simulators. I love them. Like, they look so cozy, so lovely, like so much fun. Like, come on. Yeah. Whoa, sorry. Wow. I don't know why I inhale like that. Whoa. That laugh was a bit too intense. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Let me get some water. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. Now. I might get a hiccup here. That's why I wanted to get some water. I think they look very nice, honestly, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play any of them because I know I'm just gonna get addicted to them hopelessly, and it's not gonna be fun to be addicted to them in that way. And the other thing is that they had a lot of JRPGs. There was a lot of stuff from Square Enix, both for farming games and JRPGs, or rather, just RPGs, to say it in general. The Fire Emblem game looks great. I love the look of the protagonists. It's true that they do look like VTubers, but in a good way. Or VTubers look like them, or, you know, both ways. It goes both ways in a way, if you will. It both goes ways in a way. It goes both ways in a way. That sounds a bit repetitive, but yeah. Anyway, that's a lot of ways in those sentences. Regardless, I got extremely, and I mean extremely, excited about Octopath Traveler 2. Like, oh my god, Nintendo! Square Enix! Take all my money. I love the hell out of the first Octopath Traveler. It's my sort of game in so many ways. It hits all the right buttons for me. And it looks like this second game is gonna be just as good as the first one. Oh my god, injected in my veins already. I think they had the release date as February? So yeah, I'm gonna have to save money for that one. I might not actually play it immediately on launch. And I don't know how much of it I'm gonna play on the stream. Well, I mean, Octopath, the first one is on PC, but it took a while to get there. I don't know about the second one, if they're gonna have a PC launch immediately, or if they're gonna, or if they're going to, what was I gonna say? Or if they're going to wait a while before that. But whatever the case, I'm gonna play it. But if it's on the Switch, I won't be playing it on the stream that much. Or at all, because I don't really have a way to capture from the Switch. Like, I guess I still have my capture card, but last time I tried to use it, there were issues, and it has a huge delay anyway. So that's why I haven't streamed anything from the Switch for a while. Otherwise, we would have seen Animal Crossing streams, like, again recently. Going into the Happy Home Paradise and who knows what. But this is the situation we're in, for sure. Wow, yeah, it's been a long journey so far in 2022, Maniacs. I remember, like, I was gonna do a Happy Home Paradise stream on January. I remember that didn't go through because of some other reasons. So that's why I'm, like, remembering. Wow, it really has been a great journey. I do hope that by sometime next year, because it looks like it's not gonna happen this year anymore, but at some point in 2023, we do have that live 2D model debut. And so it shall be, you know? The sooner the better. Though I guess we could time it with like the 2nd anniversary of being a VTuber. But like that's on like July 11. That's a while from now. Like it doesn't have to be that long. But I digress. So yeah, the Tokyo Game Show has been going on. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 6 announcements that look exciting. There's a sort of adventure mode that looks like fun. You know, a sort of game hub adventure. That looks exciting. I like the look of that. Like, you just find people on the street and you challenge them to a fight, and then it goes into the fighting mode. I'm all about that. I'm all for that. That sounds like my sort of thing. I always like when a game has hubs, and then in those hubs, you just transition into the regular gameplay, so to speak. But you always have a hub. I loved it in Sonic Adventure, in Sonic Adventure 2, for the Chao Garden at least. I loved it in Mario Party. There's a few Mario Party games that have that, and I'm all for that. Diddy Kong Racing had that, and it was like, it's so good. It's so good. Hubs are a lot of fun. Like for a game that wouldn't regularly have them, right? Can you imagine like something like Fortnite with a hub, maybe? I guess the lobby is the closest thing you have to that, or creative, or something like that. But alright, with that being said, let's launch into Final Fantasy XIV. I was about to say Fortnite Fantasy XIV, I swear. It's just the way my brain gets scrambled when I talk about certain things, when I think about certain things. You know, they all start with F, so I got confused in that way. Alright, I'm logging in now. Yesterday I was going to play a little bit, or maybe it was 2 days ago. But then I got caught up doing other things. I also got caught up playing a little bit of Fall Guys. So I didn't do the things I wanted to do off the stream, which was to do some guild leaves. Some leave meets, whatever they're called. And I was doing them on Kurthas. I unlocked them. I got all 4 of like the Battlecraft leaves, because I'm not doing any gathering or crafting right now. Not at the moment, at least. So that's the situation we're in right now. But, if you like, we can do those today. I'm kind of feeling froggy and I kind of want to do them, not gonna lie. I actually logged off right there. So I'm in the Kurthas Central Highlands. I did not go to an inn to rest for this. So there is that to consider. And there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to, because I still have a Black Mage quest to do because I became level 45. This is a great loading screen, by the way. Oh yes, is that city in Kurthas? Yes, and Lurin was mentioning it a lot too, like a Minas Tirith of sorts, a sort of sky castle, sky fortress. It looks so nice. Oh man, I'm just thinking of Octopath Traveler again. Another Square Enix thing also. But all the 8 separate stories that have separate paths but also joint paths with each other, the party, and the RPG system itself was a lot of fun, and of course the storytelling was perfect for me. And well, this is a minor spoiler, but hopefully it's minor, but the storylines do converge at some point. And the point in which they converge is actually optional, but it's pretty much like some Sonic games in which, when you complete all the storylines, a final secret storyline unlocks that puts them all together. And I love video games that do that. Can we please have more games that do that? Like Santa Claus, like if I were to have a Christmas wish list or something, it would be more video games like that. So yeah. Oh, inject them in my veins! It's the best thing ever. They don't even have to be secret. Another one is Live Alive. I still want to play that one. That's another one that's on the bucket list for sure. Same thing as Octopath Traveler 2, actually. Like, I may just play it off the stream, but I would love to share my experiences on the stream. The thing is, approaching those kinds of games, Live Alive is a little bit shorter, but something like Octopath Traveler is about the size of maybe a Final Fantasy game. So, I feel like... Oh, they have recommendations here. Nice. Leaves of the Observatorium, nice. But yeah, I feel like playing those games is like playing Final Fantasy XIV. Like the same amount of time as what you're going to invest for them. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me get a pearl chocolate. Couple of them, actually. Gonna have to buy some new consumables soon, actually. Sorry about the redundancy. So which one is the quest that I start here? The area is a bit sketchy. Alright. The road into White Brim Front has never been what one would call scenic, and the demons and beasts can do little to sweeten the atmosphere. It would be worth an adventurer's while to clear the trade route of these pests, for all it takes is a few isolated disembowelments of the Cargadores to grow restive. We shall initiate. Ikuzo. There's a huge discrepancy apparently, but I don't care. I mean, it's only 2 levels. Is that really such a great discrepancy? Well, I don't care. I want to complete the guild leave. So we have a downcast hipposurf. We visit several locations. Oh, I thought I was attacking. My bad. Not sure what I did wrong there. Sometimes I end up misclicking away from an enemy. Not intentionally, mind you. So the next location over here. We have about 20 minutes for this one. 19 minutes, you might say now. Gosh. First, let's get this treasure coffer. High Potion of Intelligence. Ooh, this might be a good one to get. Where's the enemy? There you are. Ikuzo, fight! Careful with that AoE. We should not get cocky here, like... We overleveled them by 2 levels, that's not a lot. Definitely no reason to, like, get overconfident. Like Luke said to the Emperor in episode 6, your overconfidence is your weakness. Your faith in your friends is yours, he replied. Hey, Eorzean! Hope your Thursday is going well. There's a lot of things to talk about, many gaming news. I was so excited watching that Nintendo Direct. Oh yeah, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the title revealed for the Breath of the Wild sequel. Let's addle this enemy. And yeah, we're gonna use blizzards now. Or actually, I may want to do an ether. Because otherwise I never used them. Might as well use them now. I'm just doing some leave quests right now because I was actually gonna do them off stream yesterday, but I got caught up doing other things. But yeah, it's a good warm-up for the battles ahead. We have a continuation of the main storyline, and we have Black Mage stuff. And that should be great. But yeah, why not? Let's do these as well. I don't usually do these on the stream. Although if you'd like to see more of these, more of me doing these, let me know. Your day isn't going that great? Well, I hope I can make your day better. This is what I'm here for. I'll carry you, Eorzean. I'll carry you through that daily grind. Got some bad news today. One in relation to your car and not in relation to your VTuber model. You have my sympathies for that. You have my sympathies for that. I hope I can make your Thursday better with some positive vibes as usual. With some ass-kicking in Eorzean. I'm sorry to hear that. Do keep me posted about the VTuber model if there's anything I can do to help as always. You know, I'm not an expert on those things, but... As always, I'm there for that. Whatever I can do. Let's see. Pets are family too. Yes, look at Cosmo, for example. Haha. It is the custom among the scribes of the temple to take for a companion beastkins such as hounds and cats who are declared pure in the galled eye of the Fury. A snowshoe mouse that serves as hand warmer and helpmeet to an elder scribe has been lost on the wintry plains of White Brim and must be retrieved. Let's initiate. That poor mousey! Yeah, because we actually do the recommended level +4. So like, oh, this is gonna be an escort quest, isn't it? Okay. Let me see those potions I got. I'm gonna use this. Oh, okay. I think there's a special requirement of sorts. Okay, let's use the beacon emote. We beacon it around this location, maybe. Come over here, my friend. Come over here. It's all good. It's all good. Get over here, friend. I will not let anything or anyone harm you. Don't you worry about that. I do see there's some enemies coming nearby. I'll take care of them. Let's begin now. Iguzo! Bring it on. Fight! Fight! Tatakai no toki wa imma, tatakai no toki ga kita. And one thing I recommend doing is either doing Ctrl-C and Ctrl-B to be able to do the emotes faster. So you have 3 choices to do this fast, instead of having to type the emote all the time. 1 is to copy and paste them in the way I just said. 2 is to set the emote on your skill bars, somewhere on your skill bars. And 3 is the way I'm doing it right now, which is just to hit enter to activate the chat, and then hit the up arrow so that it instantly copies and pastes the latest message you put, which in this case is going to be the emote. That's a copy paste that a lot of MMOs have to do the latest message. It's very helpful. I recommend you remember doing that. It's the fastest way for me because you don't have to go through the trouble of like control copying things, putting them in your clipboard. Or the other one that's like more troublesome, which is well, not troublesome, but like takes more time, which is to put the skill on your skill bar somewhere. Oh, that's no shoe mouse, receive some damage. That's not good. Yeah, this enemy kind of surprised me a little bit. Let's do transpose. Gonna have to do a blizzard. Okay, I see your message, Allurin. Gonna have to wait a little bit before I read that, so I can concentrate on the quest because I see it's a big one. Give me a second. Sa, kakate koi. Great White Torama. Great White Torama. Looks like a very Japanese name, Torama. I can picture that in hiragana, and by extension, katakana. A wanted target has been defeated, eh? I think that was a special target. But I mean, he was on the road anyway there, so like, I had to like defeat it. And I'm not sure if there's an effect. Oh yeah, okay. I was going to say if I was lagging or if I had an effect that was preventing me from moving. But yeah, there's an effect that's like paralyzing me at times. Oh boy, this is gonna get messy. Time to do an AoE, Firaga! Or no, rather, this is Fyra. Firaga is the other one. Okay. Let's do Blizzard 2 to recover that MP. Yeah, another Blizzard biased or biased, however you say that. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die! No! I got surprised by more than one enemy here. You go to sleep, you go to sleep, you go to sleep, you go to sleep. Go to sleep. Or actually, Cosmo is gonna wake it up. It's useless. No! Ah! Damn it! Okay, okay. That was close. Alright. Snowshoe Mouse. These escort quests can be tough. Too far away. And they are so harsh on it too. Like, they make you be so far away. But I think we're getting closer. Come here, little friend. Come here, little friend. I'm risking my life for you, literally. Let's go. I'm really gonna make Cosmo a tank as soon as possible because removing that aggro from me is gonna be the biggest help I can get. This son of a gun, look at it. Oh my gosh. You bastard. We were so far away. Oh my god, that was so much damage. That is so much damage. No, 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 no. We gotta get out of the way. We gotta get out of the way of the snowshoe mouse. Holy shit. It receives so much damage and these during their guards are not doing a blasted thing. You lazy bastards! Don't you see I'm having a battle here? Oh man, oh man. I think we're getting close to the area now. I'm not sure which area it is, but which one is the specified location? I think this is around the place. Which one is the specified location? Hold on. This seems to be it. Where am I supposed to go? We're on safety now, right? Ah, there we go. Finally, finally. Yes, little friend, yes! Ah! That was a very difficult one. As escort quests will be, like keeping an eye on my on the one I'm escorting and then aggroing so many enemies. I'm kind of a glass cannon. Except I'm not a cannon, I'm just glass. Because I could be doing more damage. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. Elurin. You took your car in to get your inspection done and apparently failed epically. Gonna cost over $1,500 to repair. Ah, that blows. That blows. And then a few hours ago, I got a message from the lady that made my model that she's been trying to figure out how to convert the Blender model to a BRM file. After almost 2 weeks of trying, she's giving up. Ouch! What the heck? That sounds kind of weird, like... The way you're phrasing it, it kind of sounds like she should refund you? It's a little bit weird. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Hopefully there's a way. Hopefully there's a way to get that converted. Your finances are going down the tunnel and your model is dead in the water. Only to find someone who knows how to convert Blender files. There should be someone. There should definitely be someone. I wish I could tell you I have the resources to find someone. Hey, Mist! Glad to see you. I'm just catching up with the chat a little bit. Kinda dumping my bad news on you? That's okay. That's okay. I know you're not trauma dumping, Elurin, since you're being here for a while. I mean, you have the VIP diamond for a reason. I am gonna actually do an update to my rules very soon, in which I really want to clarify to people that this is not the place for, like, trauma dumping. I'm doing the leaves because I was gonna do them off the stream yesterday. I didn't do them because I got caught up doing other things. And I'm like, I may as well do them today. So I have only 2 more left. You know, I like to do everything there is to do. I've already regretted my decision to not do the side quests everywhere. Like, yeah, we're advancing through the main story faster, but I'm regretting it. I'm regretting it. If I find out about someone, I'll definitely let you know for sure. Yeah, because this is something that was directly done on Blender. You wanted to complain 24/7? Like, if it's just like, you want to really, like, just get things off your chest, you want to be cathartic, this may not be the place for it. Like, ouch, I stubbed my toe. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, that's okay. That's a casual thing, but it's like, I'm contemplating ending my life or something. Can you help me? I can't do that. This is not the place for that. Because I can't provide proper advice. That's one of the big reasons why. And because it's not the vibes we want to have here. Not that we're ignoring negativity. Negativity, I can't even say it. I can't even English today. Negativity! Or the bad things in the world or anything, but it's not the positive vibe we have in the Tajigan Temple. Highly recommend? No, damn it, Elurin! I'm gonna go back and do everything now! All the way back to all that to the beginning. No, damn it! Ugh! No! Everything has a story attached to it. We must do them! We must! Everything! You know that everyone meme? Well, it's everything in this case. Everything! Okay. You're getting me into my gremlin maniac mode. I call myself a maniac. I gotta be a maniac, okay? For now, I'm still gonna stick to only doing the main and class quests. Except for these leaves, though. Read everything you wrote? Didn't I read everything? Yeah, I did read everything, you maniac. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Just that. We have another guild leaf here. Got a gut feeling about this. Pale things grow... Sorry. Pale things grow frolicsome in the deepening cold. The demon Tori have emerged from their living nest to prowl the snowfields of White Brim. We have already slain the beast who played an unwilling host to the stomach dwellers. Use hippogriff shanks to lure in the Tori, and finish this most ghastly business. Actually, what I wanted to do with this yesterday was to do the OBS tests. Like to stream, maybe in higher graphics, while doing this guild leaves and seeing how OBS behaved, task manager open, all of that. It sounded like you thought I was encouraging you to do all the side quests? No. No, I was saying the contrary of what you were saying. That's the thing. On my way. Yeah, thank you, Mist. But yeah, I didn't do that because I ended up playing Fall Guys, and I could have done the stream test with Fall Guys as well. Like, the point is to play video games while I'm doing a stream test with OBS. You got your Steam Deck yesterday, and guess what you installed on it? Is it the critically acclaimed game that is free to play, up to level 60, with an award-winning expansion as part of that free trial? Maybe? I see. But yeah, like, it's a level 44 duty in this case. But we're gonna do it now. Yeah, like, your help would be appreciated, Mist. I struggled with the last one I did. We gotta get a few things. Downcast Hipposurfs. So we go for this one first. 2 Stegotars. So we may need to get 2 of these. Let's get Fire Raga, Fire 2. Sorry, my mental health's a little off right now, so I'm not taking jokes as well as you normally do. Oh no, don't worry. Again, I understand what happened, Lurin, and again, you have my sympathies for that situation. Sometimes it do be like that. I've had my ups and downs for sure. Regardless of that, I hope you can continue to stream and you have a good time with your streams. You know, there's been a few times, some of them very recent, in which the streams have actually helped me. And I've actually felt better. Well, your mileage may vary, but in case it's of any help to say that. Like, streaming actually made me feel better about things. And yes, there have been times in which I don't want to stream at all. Like, it's the very thing I don't want to do. No evidence of a Stegotar is anywhere nearby. But I digress. Now, if you want some excitement, there are so many gaming news to talk about. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of things that I've missed, by the way. So yeah, if anybody has anything to mention here that they're excited about, that is recent, let me know. Okay, yeah, let's face this Dragonfly Chaser. I don't think there was any way out of that battle. Sa Tatake! 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 That's a reference to Kamen Rider Ryuki, by the way. A little bit obscure in the way I made the reference, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna make all the Kamen Rider references that I can. Like, I know you're in the middle of a lot of things right now at Lurin, but did you get to continue your watch-through of Kamen Rider Amazons? No, this is not the enemy we're looking for. But alright, we still must fight. Takara Genkai Batoru Tatak Suketen 傷ついたっていいんじゃない、タイムリミットまで諦めないさそうさ、怖さ知らすさ限界バトルが飛ばして燃え尽くら最高じゃない、世界中がこの時代がさ、お前と ride on. Let's be careful here, we might fight more than one enemy. More upset about the VTuber model? Give me a second, gotta concentrate on this right now. Since it's gonna get a little bit heated, that chinchilla there is trouble. Okay, we did get what we were looking for here at least. Let's lure them in because I need to get away from that other enemy. Come to Papa Kaiden. Come to Papa Tajigen. Yosh. This will do. The car situation is a financial gut punch, but at least I know it won't take long to recover from. That's good. That is a good thing because it could be way worse than that. Could be way worse than that. My model, on the other hand, I'm 100% lost on what to do. The best thing to go for right now is to find someone. Like, there's a lot of talented people all across the VTuber communities. There's gotta be someone that operates with Blender a lot. Because Blender and Unity come into play quite a lot. Hopefully they're not too expensive though. Their rates are not too expensive. I'm assuming they're gonna be charged for... You're gonna be charged for the service. Not sure what kind of service it would be exactly. That's kind of weird. Again, kind of weird the way that went with that. With your modeler. But yeah. Okay, I just thought about something, Allure, and here's a proposal. Not sure if it would fit you, but I'm gonna tell you the phrase I keep saying here all the time, because I think it figures into this once again. Hinchi wa chance. Where there is danger, there's opportunity. Every cloud has a silver lining. Flights and chances are two sides of the same coin. Hype it up again. The 3D, the full 3D debut. Hype it up as a big event again. Reserve that day for a big marathon if you want to do a marathon again. Hype it up as a big event once again. Because, yeah, like, it's gonna take time for that to happen, potentially. Depending on how much time it takes you to look for the person, how much time it takes for the person to do their thing. It's time to hype it up as a big event once again. And, yeah, just have that, like, great event right there. Maybe get a new similar model instead, but convert it or whatever you need. Like, I think it would suck to lose all the work on it, though. The ideal thing would be to just have the same model modeled, rigged, or, well, not rigged, converted. At least you have the Blender files? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's collect the rewards on those. Why, who other than an adventurer would have been able to slay a wanted target in addition to completing his leave quest duties? The bounty is yours. Well, the wanted target was there. I didn't go out of my way to fight it. But hey, I'll take that. That's a lot. That's a lot of good stuff. Literally done though, that's the sad thing. Again, it's just a conversion. And yeah, hopefully that's something that doesn't take a lot of money and time to do if it's just a matter of conversion. I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's just that. Oh yeah, I missed. I'm sure you would have. So close yet so far. I feel you. I feel you. Yesterday I was so close yet so far in my Fortnite game, so I feel you. I played one Fortnite game, I think it was only one. Yeah, literally only one. And I was number 2. Extremely close game, extremely close game. I had my crown. It would have been a crown royale. No, but seriously, I feel you. But yeah, I don't know how much Fortnite I'm gonna play before the stream on Saturday. I don't know if they're even gonna have an event, but even if they don't have an event, like, it's worth it to say a goodbye to the season. Everything is turning chrome in the Fortnite dimension. The tropes of the trade. Oh yeah, I'm in Kurthas, the Kurthas Central Highlands. Let's see. Everyone loves a show. They want to be shown something they already see, you know? For example, it's bad to procrastinate. We all see that. So, a show where hesitation means death. Perfect. Now, get off your R's, work over a Glacier Hipposurf, and use our nerf drops to capture it for the arena. Welcome to show business. Ugh. Eating taquitos and watching in Kaiden Tajigen. What could go wrong? I don't know what could possibly go wrong, Uger. The way you say it, the way you say it. Great to see you, Uger. What could possibly go wrong? It's just... You're just chilling while watching me slay creatures. I'm surely not gonna get killed by anything, right? I totally didn't get close to dying in a previous one, right? Yeah, actually, look at all these enemies. That is not good. Pacify excited creatures using the specify key item. Target is not in range. A nearby threat has joined the fray. What am I supposed to do? Okay, try not to kill them, Mist, because I think we have to keep them alive. Great to see you, glad you can make it, but try not to kill them. Oh yeah, drawing the aggro is perfect, I think. Okay. I mean, I'm trying not to either, but we'll have to see. Target is already in a frenzy. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, you see, I'm trying not to kill them. And look at what happens. What am I supposed to do exactly? Gonna black out and finish up at your job? Okay. Hopefully I'll see you all later. I hope your mental health is indeed in a better state, Lurin. Pardon me, I'm concentrating on this as well because... what am I doing here exactly? Not sure if I'm doing this right. The Alpine Hipposurf is in a frenzy. What am I supposed to do here? Hold on. I don't think I'm doing this correctly. We weaken it. What is this about being in a frenzy? I'm gonna take that damage, I don't care. The important thing is to pacify the target. Nothing is going on here. It's like Pokemon in here. Like, we weaken it and try to capture it. Okay. I also see a treasure coffer. Those dragonflies we can kill though, so... Go to town with them. Yeah, we got one. Thank you, Mist. By the way, I think I'm accidentally looking for a party or something. Like, it's telling me that parties meet my search conditions or something like that. I don't know what's going on. If somebody can tell me how to undo that, I could appreciate the help. I'm focusing on this quest right now. Gotta go for this Hipposurf right here. There's a couple of them, actually. Well, I wouldn't say I gave up on it, Uger, but... It just has to take a huge backseat to everything else. So I don't think I'm gonna be playing it that much. I know you love the game, and I'm sorry if that disappoints you that I'm not able to play it. I did like it. I do think that the skill level of those who are good at the game is way above my pay grade, but there were a lot of like casual players like me, and I was having matchmaking with them, so I thought I maybe had a chance to enjoy the game in that sense, but with so many games I'm checking out, for now it's kind of on the shelf, kind of on a back seat. So we're not gonna see it for a while. But it's there. It's there as something we may have in a collab or something, you never know. So I wouldn't say I gave up on it for that reason. Oh, targets will grow frenzied if item is used too early. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing Blizzard so I don't deal that much damage. Okay. So yeah, because I used it already. Okay. Thank you, Mist. And if I missed a chat message, let me know. These quests really take my attention. They're not easy. Let's just do Blizzard, and this time I'm gonna weaken them even more. Welcome to the show business! Alright. Let's be more specific about it. We can weaken them even more. It's a Pokemon thing, like you weaken them as much as possible without actually killing them, and you don't want to use the Pokeballs too earlier. Wait, don't kill that one? Oh, are you doing the same thing now? I saw you. Oh, shoot. Okay. Like I was casting the attack and then the health went down. Not much I could do. Oh, that one has been pacified. Those dragonflies, just feel free to murder them left and right. They are not part of the quest. Let's go further in though. The good thing is they give you plenty of time to complete it. I may not get the bonus for completing it very fast, but I don't care about that. Let's go for this downcast Hipposurf. Poor thing is downcast. Let's cheer it up. Let's be careful here. Okay, let's try to use it now. Oh. The problem is that it may also interrupt you. Did I get to use it properly? I'm not sure if I did. Hold on. I think it didn't work. I'm not sure if it's not working or if it's interrupting me at the very end. Okay, never mind. Let's just kill it. Sorry, mate, I tried to cheer you up, but no cigar. Don't kill it, hold on. Ah! There you go. Thank you so much, Mist. That help was truly the difference maker right there. Was a difficult quest. Let's collect that reward. And there we go. And I got a bunch of like that special currency. I forget what you do with that currency. And by the way, let me take a look at the duty finder. Am I like looking for a party right now? What is going on? I keep forgetting about game mechanics and all that. Another reason why I wanted to focus on only one MMORPG. But even then, I haven't like looked enough into Final Fantasy XIV. Or memorized enough about it. Memorize, I think, is the word here, because it's just about learning those things and like remembering them. Really like memorizing them in a way. Let's see, what was I gonna look at as well? Currency. The ventures. What were ventures for again? Can anybody remind me about that? Not sure if I was ever told what they are for. But yeah, we have Into the Eye of the Storm for the main story. However, what we're gonna continue with is gonna be the Black Mage storyline. Yes, the Void Gate breathes gloomy. Yes, the new friends I made over there. Now, I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit. They are for sending you your retainers on missions. That's why you should have stayed with Lotro. You have a good point, Uger, but I had to play the critically acclaimed, award-winning Final Fantasy XIV. I had to get sucked into this vortex. It was inevitable. I would love to play Lotro more if I could, on and off the stream, but no time for it right now. Not really. I did update my legendary items the other day, at long last. So that was nice to do. At long last. But yeah. Okay, where should I leave myself? Well, anywhere is fine, I guess. Yes, gonna go AFK. For the usual reasons I go AFK for at this time. I'll also be preparing the water for the tea, so when I come back I'll actually just need to BRB again for a moment. As the water is getting ready and all that, but in the meantime we will be making our way to the Black Mage quest giver. I forgot the name of like that lizard person. I also forgot the name of like the lizard people race. I'm terrible with names. That's why people make time for it. Yeah. Making time is difficult. It's also just the way I register the game genres in my mind, so to speak, like an MMORPG. When you do something like the Leaf Quest I just did, it's different. But usually, the way it registers, look at that motorcycle. Just flying in the air, looking great. You're messing me up. No, but... no, you have a good point. But still, sometimes you can't make the time, of course. But with an MMORPG, it's like, you can't just pick up and play it, you know? You kind of have to invest some time. Like, I gotta get 2 hours of my time, 30 minutes, and even sometimes 30 minutes is a lot. Continuous 30 minutes is quite a lot. 1 hour, what have you, right? And you're like, well, I don't have that time. But on the other hand, Fall Guys, Master Duel, Fortnite, you're like, I can just play a quick game. It may not be that quick. I mean, yesterday's game, I went all the way to the end of the game. That must have been over 20 minutes. I think when you make it to the end of a game in Fortnite, all the way to like the final circles, it's like 20 plus minutes. I'm not sure. So I can actually take a look. Like, I look at the replays and it's gonna tell me. It ends up being like 19, 18 minutes or so, but the point is it feels very pick up and play. And that's what I did with Fortnite. I literally played only one session. With Fall Guys, it was a lot longer than that, but like, you can play just a quick one. Now, getting addicted and not actually playing a quick one is another story, but there's that. So it feels different with those games. Also, Master Duel, you only play like one duel, one quickie or something, right? Something like that. So it's easier for me to play those games than to go back to Lotro, to do things in FF14. But yeah, there are some things you can do that are like that. That's why I ended up festivaling a lot in Lotro, because those are things that are like, quote-unquote, pick up and play. You get me, Uger? Rocket League, for example, that's a good one for that. That's a good one for that, but it's been kind of backseated, as I said. Yeah. Again, I'm just emphasizing other things for now. I want to play some Fall Guys today off the stream if I have the time, to see what the new season brings, if possible. But yeah, I will be back, everyone. As always, stay connected to the Tajigen Temple. Oh no! No! Ah, yes! Beautiful victory royale! That was so close. VICTORY 3, 2, 1, settle, never give up. Oh yeah. 次元の扉を運命を世界に鋼のビートを刻め夜明けを信じて最強銀河のかける戦士の証勇気のエンブレム Instead of buffing everyone up individually, everyone gets buffed immediately. And there you go, the killing blow. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm actually just going to wait for the cooldown so I can do that at once. Just killing all the scavengers like that. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? You know I love my AoE skills like that. I can already do a video with what I'm doing right now. But I think they may be better if I get more of a following. Otherwise, people are not gonna care for this random to just stare at your face like that. Stare into your soul in this way. Like so. Yeah. Like, why would a random person just see the beauty and madness of the cosmos like this? Why would they? Now. And we only aggroed one bear. That's funny. I thought both of them were going to come after me. Alright. Let's go for this next one. Bear versus bear. You're just gonna have to bear with me for a moment as I load my attack. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Oh, man. Bumper. It's one of those baby... He called you a baby back bitch with this shirt. Are you able to sit? There you go. There you go. Now it is a full party, as my friend deserves more visitors. It was a party of 4 for my birthday. We need to make it a party of 4 for Tom as well. Oh, yes. He called you a baby back bitch. Let's see, though. Here we go, here we go, here we go. What did we get? What did we get? Yes! Yes! We prayed, and we got it! Yes! I mean, there's not a lot of UR cards after all, but we got it. You have no idea. You have no idea how many packs I've opened for Pyroxene Relinquished to get that one, and I finally got it. Oh, this is great. I'll be able to save so many UR materials to build other things, and I now have 3 copies of Adamantibitor Recent Dragite. Pretty much at this point, my Adamantibitor deck is complete. Okay, let's not attack that Corporal first. It's a silver enemy. Oh, geez, we have a lot of enemies aggroed. Do we have anything? Yeah, I figured. I got the feeling there was something on the environment. Oh, yes, that I could use. Did you see that? Now, that's good crowd control right there. That's what I call crowd control. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, pay attention to the environment. Pay attention to the environment. Nah, I'm good. Okay, so we're gonna go for a treasure hunt. Oh, nice, very nice. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Give me my shovel. Gotta run. Gotta run. I don't have time to talk to anyone. Is this it? Yes! Okay, treasure found. Oh, whoops. Hold on, let me pick this up. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You love to see it. This is the second time this has happened to me, in which the treasure is literally right there. Right there. Ah, that's so funny. That is so funny. But it happens. It can happen. Doo-doo. Hello, Raymond? Plateau. Keep going until you see the knights. The training grounds aren't far from there. That is all. You'll take the mission then? Did you see that in the background? Did you see that, like, that gigantic tree thing walking in the background? I think that was a player pet or something. Did you see that thing? Hey, that. Whoa, did you see that jump? It's because I was kind of facing the other way, but that was such a cool looking jump. I like that. That was such a cool looking jump. We need to try that again. Hold on. Let me try it. See how it looks. Yeah! That is so sick looking. I like it. I like it. Oh. I'm gonna try to do a jump like that now, all the time. All the time. Oh, and we have some floaty bodies. That's the power of the force for you, I guess. Bodies are just floating like that. And yes, we send some cards. Lightstorm Judgment. If this card is sent from the last month, you can add 1 Judgment Dragon from your deck to your hand. Ah! Yes, so that answers my question. Well. Let's summon this bad boy here. I think we have everything we need to win the duel very soon. If not this turn. Lightstorm Saber. Oh, nice. When this card is sent from your deck to a graveyard, you can target one monster you control, equip this card to that target. Now we're doing some good combos. Oh, hell yes. Let's go. Let's go. Dimensional Dajigen Kaiden. Welcome to the channel. You want to see more passion like that? Hit that follow button and hit that little heart and become a superstar maniac. Or you can also take it a step further and subscribe. There's my sales pitch. No, seriously. I gotta showcase my superstardom like that. 60, but let's try 49. Yes, we got it! I didn't expect to get it! That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! I have to choose which one. A beehive chimp. A pair of brats here. So let's see if I can only aggro one of them. Oh no, I couldn't. Okay, here we go. Let's focus. Oh, jeez. Okay. Is Jorgen dead? Oh, jeez. Okay. This is bad news. This is really bad news. Jorgen, save me! Save me! Jorgen, you're supposed to be a healer. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. We killed one, but we're not gonna make it. Jorgen! Heal me! What are you doing, man? My gosh! This is gonna be so close one way or the other. Wow! That was so close! That was a hell of a fight! Okay, I'm gonna face this enemy. I'll do it. I was hoping to avoid that. But okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did that spawn more enemies? No? Okay. Oh, yes it did! Yes it did! Let's get the hell out of here then. Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, you don't want to be near the explosion anyway. We just spawned like a whole legion of those insects, of those bugs. But you know, the hustle. Do your hustle and slay, and then you can lay, as in lay down. You can rest. He's laying those ladies. Ah, yes I am. Hold on. Yes, he is laying those ladies. Ah, look at that. Yes.
With you.
Indeed. Oh, Force Storm. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. That's my AoE. Yes, Boron, you are right. Unlimited power. There is only passion. Peace is a... Ah, the crown of the multiverse. Oh, yes, this is better. Omatase shimashita. Sorry, that took a minute there. It was a little while. But at the same time, I got the water ready. So the tea is brewing right now. It's all good, though. Hopefully, it's all good. Again, thank you so much for waiting, everyone. Now, about an hour into the stream, we're gonna do the Black Mage and storyline quests. I underestimated how long those leave meets were gonna take, actually. I thought it was gonna be like 5 minutes each or something. Well, I also took some time because, as always, I paused the gameplay sometimes to talk to you all about this, about that, etc. So there's that. Let me consume a pearl chocolate to increase that timer as much as we can. Ah, welcome back, Mist. Just in time. I have just returned as well. Thank you. Right back at you. Let's cross the bridge and go over that secret Black Mage area. Right there. After that, we'll go back to continuing the main storyline. I'm not gonna be level 50, which is what I think I'm gonna need to be. And I think it was Eorzean. I'm pretty sure it was Eorzean that mentioned to me that I'm gonna get a special armor at level 50. I am so looking forward to that. Although, I am very happy with what I'm wearing right now. And speaking of which, Okay. Yeah, there are some new things. Look at that stuff! Look at that stuff! Huh? Look at that staff! That's another great looking staff right there. Hold on. Sorry, couldn't resist. I gotta pose with it a little bit. That is so good. I love it. I love it. Another great looking staff right there. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's get back on Cosmo right here. I think it's time to increase the timer of Cosmo as well. But we'll do this afterwards. We're going the wrong way. I got so distracted by my new gear. And before I forget, yes, let's update it. Update the gear set. And we're set. Pun intended. Sometimes the puns are intentional, sometimes they're not. Most of the time, they are. I recently made a clip from a past stream of a bear pun I did. So now we have 2 clips of bear puns. I just haven't added them to the break screen. Because I need to download them. It's easier for me if I download them and I just set them as a playlist source. I prefer it that way. I know there's other ways to do it, but this seems to me like the best way to go about it. You get more control over which clips are shown. And if you have edited clips, like with a video editor, you can have those there too. Let me remember, what voice did I give him? Well, okay. Kaiven, it is well you are here. My colleagues Dosol, Melog, and Dasa would have words with you. Wait here while I fetch them. To close Void Gate, strong black magic you need. Ready for test, are you? Ready I am. Very good, squad! You have sharp sense, like Dosol. Noticed, have you? Your aura, strangeness it has. Now the Void Gate. Gloom it makes, like black breath. Gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you, like moth to flame. Black magic it seeks to corrupt and make own. Losing strength seal is. Black magic and Void Gate share bond. Very deep, but must not leave be too long, else other side maybe take you, squawk. No fear yet, still weak Gloom is. Time you have. Strong Kaiden find next key. Teach you Dosol will what must do. Many black mages there were, long ago. One more powerful than rest. Very powerful. Epic even. Epic black mage. Black magic too powerful. Too dangerous. Wrong hands must not have. Know this he did. Cipher spells. Heed secrets. Dark way past to few, very few. Teaching, writing, spread over realm, lost to time they were, forgotten. One carved in stone, stone of mossy pillar, pillar in South Trout, squawk. Chosen Kaiden is chosen. Unleash power of this black magic you can. Key it is, key to end of gloom. Knowledge of my line this is. Passed to Dosol from mother of mother, from mother of mother of mother. 4 hatchings past, strong mage she was, epic even, epic mage. Great love for dark art, more than anything. Joined with Lizardman to learn all. Named betrayer she was, chased from village, chased from village, squad. Her words Dosol keeps, teach to strong Kaiden now. 4 magi meet in barren land. All black powers have they in hand. Fate of all wicked be made stark. Path to light then lit by squawk. That her squawk, not the soul squawk, should be dark, Dosol thinks. Good words, deep words. Bring Dosol here they did, to pass on. Not Dosol alone, others come too. Other mages. Birdman, Lizardman, no matter. All wait for strong Kaiden. Strong mind you have, and heart. Help you, docile will. Go to Gridania you must, to Earth's gift. Near pillar lurking beasts there are. Slay them you must. No need fear beast. Strong Kaiden is strong. Does that squad? I too am here to lend you my aid, help, and aid. What danger for docile? For exile, whalers wait. Wait with sharp spears. Go in place of docile, that's at will. Decided it is. Go now you will, squad! I hope it's not too hard on your ears, and it's a pleasing experience to listen to that voice. Those are the voices I have for each of them. The people of this land will kill me for no more than my Amalja skin, and so I must remain here in hiding. The day will come when I shall fulfill my purpose, the destiny of both my forebears and myself. But only through patience and prudence now will I live to see that day. Thank you for being here, Melody. Omatase shimashita. Let's teleport ourselves then to Gridania. Or is it Shroud? Oh yeah, the South Shroud. And Yeah, they say Gridania, but it's actually still like in the South Shroud itself. Back to Quarry Mill. I remember what we did here. The mess with the elementals and all that through the forest. Alright, my tea is ready. I'm having some Earl Grey today. Tea Earl Grey hot. Give me a second here just to pour it on my mug and my thermos. It's at a good temperature. I also had some coffee earlier today. High quality coffee. It woke me up really nicely. Unfortunately, it's not as good as tea. Like, it wakes me up nicely sometimes. But even when it does wake me up, energizes me and all that, there's the point in which, what's the word for it? I forget. The kickback? I forget what the term is, but you know, when you don't feel the effect anymore and now the tiredness and lethargy is worse. It's even worse if you had some sugar with it. Like if you have an energy drink with sugar, you may have that too. I see you there, miss, by the way. Thank you for accompanying me, as always. What was the name of that? But, well, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Tea doesn't have that. Because it's a more extended effect. That's the problem with coffee. It can foster an addiction because when you feel the effect of not having... Let's face this enemy. We could just ignore the aggro, honestly, but let's fight. It's only one level beneath me at level 45. Difficult one in that sense. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do the blizzard there. But yeah, you know, when the caffeine is not there anymore, you go back to being tired. But because you were just energized a moment ago, you feel more tired than you were before. More lethargic, more demotivated, all of those things at once. At least for me. And it may foster you to just drink the coffee again so you can get the effect immediately again and just always have the caffeine instead of like never having a moment in which you don't have it, but then you build up too much of a tolerance. It's the classic coffee story. I find that tea is rarely ever like that. A stone pillar covered in moss rises here. The gem of Shatoto shines bright, revealing an inscription in the stone. As you approach it, you hear a voice ring out. By the gem thou bearest shall the great and dark power of Eld be bestowed upon thee. But those who seek this power must first prove their worth. Behold, the gloom that would be thine undoing cometh. Hold on, let me activate my reverb for this very quickly. Stay the glooms encroach by thy hand. Only then shall the umbral wisdom of the ages be gifted unto thee. Oh. Okay, first of all, I need to get out of this party. Thank you, Mist. Second of all, this is level 49. Let's see what happens. Here goes nothing. Well. Okay. Level sync. I mean... Or no, wait. No, that's if I am above. My bad. I misread that. So hopefully I should be on the level. I mean, the Black Mage quest itself is level 45. No, yeah, that's if I'm above the level. I get synced back to level 49. Sugiwananda. What is next? Oh, yes. We have a big battle ahead of us.
That voice spoke true! Look! The gloom gathers, Kaiden. I sense there are fiends of evil about. Nearby, close, about.
Ikuzo! Tatakai no toki da. Oh, there's the boss music!
The gloom will change into great horrors if left unchecked. You must stop it with your black magic, spells, sorcery, magic.
Tatakai no toki wa imma, tatakai no toki ga kita. See, this is too easy. So why do I hear boss music?
The gloom has bearded fiends, Kaiden. Be careful, cautious, wary, careful.
It's kind of a Master Yoda voice. But I mean, look at the little fellow. He does in some ways resemble Master Yoda. No? And yes, when you refer to Yoda, you should always refer to him as a master. Have some respect. He's an amazing Jedi. Master Kenobi, Master Windu. Be respectful. Just don't ever say Master Skywalker when referring to Anakin, because that would be incorrect. If you're referring to Luke Skywalker, yeah. But if you're referring to Anakin, no. That's incorrect. Look at me making Star Wars references in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's transpose to get that Blizzard. Fubuki. Blizzardo. I'm guessing if Dasa dies, this is gonna be a failure, so let's be careful here. Yeah, this is the great difficulty here. There's gonna be way more of those. The problem is Dasa. I'm gonna try to set enemies to sleep now. I forgot to do that. And what was this again? Spells can be cast without interruption? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have used it now. But oh well. I'm gonna start doing Blizzard on these. There's no need to like waste my MP on them. Okay, here we go. We need to put them to sleep right now. Hold on. That is a lot of damage I'm receiving. Oh, it didn't put the Void Echo to sleep. Okay, hopefully the high potion helps. I gotta concentrate on this now. Hold on. And I can only set them to sleep for so long, so I need to be mindful of that. Let me do another sleep, see if that helps. Yeah, sleep is also helpful because you take time casting your spells, so while you're doing that, you're also setting them to sleep. They're also asleep, so it gives you some leeway, so to speak. Let's keep doing this. Good strategy. I'm glad I finally remembered to do this. I keep forgetting. Oh man, I gotta do it again. I'm not sure if it's Dasa waking the other one up or maybe some AoE. Some splash damage, I mean. Not AoE, splash damage is what I meant to say. Okay. But I think the worst is yet to come. This must be like wave 2 of like 5 or something. Maybe 3 waves. This ain't gonna be easy. I'm gonna use the Ether as well. Ether! Who is it that says that? Ike, right? In Fire Emblem? In Smash Brothers? Ether! Let's destroy as many as we can right here. And again, whatever I may get from them, No, yeah, I think you want to destroy as many planar fissures as possible, so that you don't have that many enemies. The more planar fissures are still around, the more enemies you have. Or did I get it backwards? Okay, let me set them to sleep because this is ridiculous. These are a lot of enemies. This is very bad news. But now there we go. That's the great effect of sleep right there. We'll do a thunder right there too. Careful with that attack. Let's go against that Void Echo. I'm gonna need to... Wait, no, let's transpose back. Getting back to that fire. I may need to cast another sleep very soon. Oh yes, it's time to sleep. Good night, good night, good night. That Void Tyrant is attacking Daza though, so let's attack it. Let's attack it because I can't get Daza killed. That's probably gonna make me fail the quest. Okay, let's transpose. I definitely need to use Blizzard now. No, stay asleep! Sleep, damn it! Ah! They were too far away for that sleep effect. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it again. I'm okay though. I'm okay. I didn't lose that much health over there. That could have been way worse than that. Alright, time for some AoE right here. Let's go for that Fire. Fire 2, in other words. And I think Daza, at least Daza is able to heal itself a little bit. But we still gotta be so careful. I wish I could heal. But there we go. 3 waves is what it was.
Do not falter, Kaiden. We must endure, rally, persevere.
The Mossy Pillar imbues you with ancient knowledge. And I think I just learned a new skill. Let's see what we've got, if I got that right. Ord's Gift.
Well fought! The gloom is scattered. Scattered is the gloom. Let us return to Burgundy Falls. Yes, the Soul Melloc awaits us. You, me, us.
Alright. 269th Order Mendicant, Daza. Now is a good time to drink my tea. I'm trying not to strain my throat too much from these voices, but hopefully the tea helps. It's Earl Grey, so not as helpful as maybe mint tea, green tea, that is just pure green, but it still should be helpful, I think. Let us teleport back to Camp Drybone. Time to get another Pearl Chocolate and Gesal Green, by the way. We should use those. How is everyone doing though? I hope everybody has been having an exciting time with the latest gaming news. And there was Disney 23 as well recently. Some great announcements for excuse me. Some great announcements for Star Wars and Marvel. And October, November, and December are always climactic months. So great things are still yet to come. Let me tell you that. So is my belief. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. I mean, when you become a fan of enough things, I've said this before. When you become a fan, a follower of enough things, there's always going to be something going on. Both good and bad things, to be fair. Like, there's always some death of a figure, a celebrity, if you will. Celebrity doesn't seem like the right word for this necessarily, but yeah, if you're a fan of enough things, there's always going to be somebody dying every year. But apart from that, like, there's always exciting announcements going on. So many things. Overlord, Star Trek, Star Wars, Lotro, Kamen Rider, Doctor Who. All of those things have great things going on this year, or at least great announcements for things that will happen. And I am a fan of them. Marvel also has those. I'm not like a huge into Marvel, but it bears mention. And I think DC also has something going on. I don't know. Fortnite. Season finale this week. It's gonna get Chrome very soon. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna ignore this fate, by the way, as we go back into the cave. There's the Soul Melloc. Wow, I'm now only appreciating like the colors on the Soul Melloc. Like we saw them, but in this lighting we can appreciate them better. Let me drink some tea before that, as the ad is going on right now. I'll read this when we get back from the 90 seconds there. Let's get some pearl chocolate and Gesal green. For Cosmo right there. I will need to get more consumables. You know what? I really should have purchased like 100 of those at least. But racings are the good one because they give me more... something with the spells. This one is good too though because the spell speed is plus 8%. Vitality plus 8% is always going to be good. No matter who you are, I think. You don't have to be a tank to benefit from that. So yeah. I think overall, better endurance, better vitality is always great no matter what class you are. Always. Of course, it should never come at the neglect of other skills you may need more though. So that's why there's such a thing as a tank. Because it kind of begs the question, like, if it's good for everyone, then why isn't everyone a tank? Because, you know, you gotta focus on other skills. If everybody was a tank, it would be kind of weird, also. Would be kind of like, what's the point of playing together if everybody's gonna be the same, maybe? Or, well, somebody could probably phrase this better than me, but I think you get the point. Let's see.
Gone from you, Gloom is. Worry for nothing, Dussel did. Skark? Now go see Kazak Cha, you must. Awaiting you, he is.
Yeah, like, the way I've been reading the Soul Meloc's voice has been a bit strainful. Is that a word, strainful? It has been straining my throat, is what I meant to say. So I'm gonna try to do it differently.
The gods are good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more. I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power.
And actually, Kasaksha's voice, I'm also overdoing it a bit.
Wield it well, Kaiden of the Black, and make of it a tool for our ends. Do that, and as the prophecy speaks, the way to light shall be lit by dark before you.
Dunder 3, Dondaga. Dunder Mastery upgrades Dunder to Dunder 3. Ah, I see. Lightning damage with a potency of 50. Lightning damage over time. 10% chance after each tick that the next Thunder spell of any grade will add its full damage over time amount to its initial damage, have no cast time, and cost no MP. Wonderful. Haha! Yosh! Kaminari no chikara. I think that's how you say thunder or lightning. Kaminari, or something similar.
Kaiden of the Black, our brother Dasa has words for you. Pray wait a moment for him to arrive.
My brothers. These are great friends to make. Truly.
You have reclaimed the key from the depths of the shroud. Wood Forest Shroud. Yes, you have done well. Very, very well. You are truly the Black Mage foretold by legend. Oracle, prophecy, legend. It was such a legend of my people that brought me to this Tanalan. Such is what legends do. When four Magi meet in a barren land, black powers of Eld woven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. Black, shadow, dark. You have heard these words before? Yes, yes. Here I found Kasakcha and Dosol Melok. The words that brought us to Tanalan are the same. Equal, identical, same.
I like the way he speaks, by the way. I think it's a he.
It was 100 years ago that our Cabal first deciphered the legend. Decrypted, decoded, deciphered. The great mage who did it was my own ancestor, First Order Patriarch Dagu. Yes, yes, my very own. But he broke Cabal law. The first Patriarch must never leave Ogomoro. No, no, never. Believe he did. He set out from Lenosha to pursue this legend. And for that he was named traitor, betrayer, turncloak, traitor. None were drawn to the words of Dagu. No, not a single cobble soul. They ignored his words. But when first I heard them, I felt strange, peculiar, odd, strange. I felt I must do something. I could not simply be idle. I too left Lenosha, just as Dagu before me. Yes, and I have come here to Tanalan. Now I see the legend is real. Yes, the words kept by Kasakcha, Dosol Melok, and myself are true. You have appeared. That is no coincidence. No, none at all. I am a kobold. Yes, I am. And we kobolds are good at finding things. Treasures, trinkets, things. I will help you where I can.
You're a good friend to have, Dasa.
Dagu left behind many things when he left. Yes, many things. I was given a stone tablet. The others in my family thought it rubbish, dross, refuse, rubbish. Its surface has many scratches, you see? Yes, many. But I sense in it a great power. Here, it may give some... Your gem! The light! It is illuminating the tablet! The scratches are growing? Mighty Titan, those are no scratches! No, not scratches at all! They are carvings! Words! Know thee, brave keeper of Shatoto's light, as these very words were explained to thy sight. The seal what was cast doth shudder and sigh, and the void gate's dread sundering draws nigh. To ward against the creeping of the gloom, thou needest great garb to stay any doom. To this sacred word thy thoughts must now tend, unto thy black command darkness shall bend. This tablet was more important than I ever imagined. Yes, much more. It seems to say one who would close the void gate must first find this sacred garb, gear, armor, garb. And the names of places are written here as well. Yes, these 4 places I know. You would do well to set out and gather the first 3 relics.
Legend speaks of this. It holds that an offering of blood must be given to the planar fissures. The blood of those who have lived lives steeped in the black. Only then can the relics be won. Here, take with you an offering of my blood, Kaiden. Need the soul blood too, you do? Take quick, scrap, before change mind.
And here is mine, mine. I would entrust it to no other. But be warned, one does not simply walk into these places. There are great dangers waiting. Do be careful. Yes, very careful.
Of course. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, my friends. Thank you so much. I will make good use of this with my black magic. Look at that upgrade. That is beautiful. Thunder 3. Dondaga, you might say, because it upgraded the default version of this, so that is fantastic. Now, that being said, they talked about equipment. So, just as I was told, level 50, I think level 50 is gonna bring that new piece of equipment. So we have a new place to be right now. Where is it? Wow, that is amazing. Southern Thanlan. Where is the quest? Oh, right here. The blood must flow. Where should we go from? We can do it from... Let's do it from Little Alamigo. We'll go down. We'll go south to get to it. The voice acting just... I have fun doing those 3 voices, let me just tell you that. I hope that Sass voice is not too goofy. But it's important to do it this way to distinguish it from like... what was his name? Dosol Melok. Dosol Melok I tried to make more acidic, more slimy. Like, Need the soul's blood too, you do. Take quick, squawk, before change mind. And for that reason, the Sass voice needs to be more like a cute Master Yoda of sorts. And then, of course, what was his name? Kasakcha is just deep and gravely, as much as I can make it at least. I don't know if they ever have any cutscenes that are voiced. If they do, I will be extremely interested to see what they sound like. There's also voices that I have heard. Papa Limo's voice is one that I remember the most, and I try to replicate it as much. It also ends up coming across as a little bit goofy. But I like that contrast sometimes. I think about it sometimes. Tokusatsu does that a lot. Kamen Rider especially. Because they steer into the horror genre a little bit. You know, the contrast in which you have horror, but there's also goofy things with it. Dragon Ball does that a lot. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but there's that. Turns whimsical at times, but at some points it's also like, not in a disturbing way necessarily, there's just like some horror or something very serious going on, but there's also something super silly and super goofy on top of it. I always found it to be that way, for example, in the Majin Buu saga in Dragon Ball. Like, dude, the things that Majin Buu did, I mean, more, not the fat Majin Buu, but like later. I mean, fat Majin Buu also did some bad things, but not as much as like the later one. Evil Boo and Kid Boo killed a lot of people, absorbed a lot of people, and the way it happened, they play it off in a goofy, silly sort of way, but what's going on right there is actually like, holy shit, dude, everybody's just dying left and right. Everybody's just getting absorbed left and right. This is bad. This is bad for everyone. Earth is destroyed too, like, what the heck? But yeah, that's how things go. Level 47, by the way. We're a little bit above our pay grade right now. Pay grade. I swear I can English. I swear I can English. Yeah, let's be careful with these two. I want to recover all my MP first, so give me a second. Let me recover everything. I'm going to use an ether. Ether! There's the high ether right there. I should probably make these two switch places. Should have used a high ether, but that's okay. Okay, we might aggro the wildfire sprite as well. Hopefully not, but here goes nothing. Sometimes splash damage also like gets to me. Oh, they put fire on their arrows, I think. End fire. Is that what that was? They coated their arrows with fire? That wildfire sprite might be trouble actually, so let's take care of it for good measure. And it's a good opportunity to build up some MP again with the Blizzard skills. Fubuki no chikara! Haha! I mean, it makes sense to use this against fire, right? Mita ka! Sore ga watashi no tokushu noryoku, Fubuki no chikara da! Not sure if I said that right in Japanese. My special ability Blizzard skill. No, my special ability Blizzard power. Is what I meant to say right there. There you go. Okay. All blood offerings. First Kazakcha. An article of Black Mage's garb. Ooh. What is next? Oh, these are different places. Okay. So I'm guessing they're all in different places across all the regions. So one in Thanalan, one in La Noscia, one in the Black Shroud. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Like they also talked about their background a little bit. What was the name of that? Of Dasa? Yeah, Dasa said that he was located in La Noscia. His ancestor was like in La Noscia, got exiled here somewhere. Okay, I think it's in the Central Shroud. No, the North Shroud. Where do we go? Some of these are a little bit difficult to find, actually. I see now. Here to the north. The blood must flow. And I'm not going to equip anything new yet. I love this outfit so much, but I think what we're about to get is gonna look very sick too, so Let's find out. Because I can equip that immediately. Actually, yeah, let's do that now. Looks good, looks good. Wizard's gloves. Ooh. I'm a wizard, Harry. Wait, that's not how it goes. Could you imagine Hagrid is just there, just assaulting the Dursleys and everything? Just to tell him, hey Harry, I'm a wizard, goodbye. Just leave out the rest of your miserable life. I just came to tell you I'm a wizard for no good reason. What the heck? See how one change to the line, one minor change to the pronoun there, just changes everything? I'm a wizard, Harry. Harry just stares at him like, what the fuck are you talking about, big man? Giant that's assaulting us. That's maybe assaulting me as well. I can tell you mean bad stuff for the Dursleys, which is good, but what about me? I digress. I digress. We are getting to the location. I'm glad I didn't aggro those big trees right there. They're also above my pay grade. This Dullahan, though, 2 levels above me. Let's hope I'm not biting more than I can chew. Tough enemies. Using as many skills as I possibly can right now. But we're fine, we're fine. I do need to be a bit careful though. I do lose some health. Yeah, we're definitely gonna ignore that fate. Let's see. Oh, okay. Ixali, Boldwing, and Watchwolf. Both of them are gonna come after me. I'm gonna try opening with a sleep. And hopefully I put one of them to sleep. And I focus on the other. But let me recover my mana. With Mana Font and also Lucid Dreaming to gradually restore that MP. And we'll get to this in a moment. They're a little bit further away from each other, so I may not be able to put them to sleep immediately anymore. Let's see what happens. Okay, we only aggro the Watchwolf, that's okay. Then we'll face that Ixali Boldwing. ASAP. As soon as possible. Good battle, good battle. It went really well. Spells can be cast without interruption. That's gonna be helpful too. I'm gonna use a high ether now. Oh, I don't have that. Never mind. Well, I'm gonna keep it here for now. Eventually, I think I'm just gonna take most of those potions out to be able to get new skills there, because I think I'm gonna need them. I think I'm gonna need that space. Something tells me I will need it. Alright. Did the transposing there. Dosol Melux blood. What happened if I poured the wrong blood vial? Well, I guess I didn't do that. But alright. La Nocia, I do not have that Ethernet shard attuned. Might be good to stop by Camp Overlook to attune that one, but for now let's go to Camp Bronze Lake. Most of these areas are like above my level, if you've noticed. So it actually surprises me that I already had 2 of them synchronized. But in this case it's not a surprise that I don't, because again, it's a little bit above my level. Oh yes, these hot springs, yeah. It's kind of crazy just that there were people here, right? Where are the people? Like, the hot springs are just literally everywhere. Like, you can just be walking around with your towel and you can just lie down anywhere. There's somebody over there, right? No. Like, there were NPCs that were just lying down on the water super casually like this. I like to see if there's a hot spring like that IRL. I might be too shy to just be just in a towel, just walking around everywhere, but it does give a peaceful sort of vibe. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. No, yeah, there were NPCs. There you go, there's someone. Like, you can literally just walk around everywhere like this. That boom of the Magitech armor. Can't stop hearing it. See how my hand shakes so? Used to be that I'd pinch myself on my face. For sure and certain. At least I'm clear of that. Oh, and there was something there, a corrupted ether. Again, you can just like walk around and just like lie down on the hot spring on any body of water around here. That's like a little, kind of like a paradise. Paradise sort of feel. Hey, Makai Dancer, I recognize that title. That's from Gato. And yeah, there they are. Just chilling. But in the middle of these hot springs and all that, you have enemies like these. Wow. What a mess of things they have here. I'm going the wrong way, though. I'm going the wrong way. I don't know why I was heading south. I forgot where I was going. We're going north. We ride north. Haha. Ride north. Like the riders of Rohan. Muster the Rohirrim. Yeah, all the way to outer Lanosha, and then to that little encampment over there. And from there, we synchronize that. I'm gonna ignore any aggro here. They're level 34, so hopefully it's okay. I don't understand why sometimes you don't aggro them, like you are right next to them just for a moment, and they look like they're hostile. Like, from what I understand, that means that, that icon I saw there, above them, this icon, this, like, red triangle with, like, a symbol in the middle, means they're aggressive, that you aggro them. But no, some of them, even if you're close to them, not these ones, you don't aggro them. But yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Hold on. Kinda need to find my way around here. Let's try to avoid that. I've aggroed like 3 enemies right now. Let's try to lose them. I'm aggroing a lot of enemies. Velociraptor, look at that! Different than the kind of Velociraptor that I'm used to, I will say. I want to synchronize Camp Overlook. And am I safe? Yes, I think I'm safe. Enemies don't give chase a lot here, I think. Alright. I do see there's some quests in here. Actually, let me see. Yeah, let me get to a merchant and mender before I forget. Get some repairs done. I would have been surprised if there had been no repairs. And perhaps some items. What are you selling, my friend? Potion, either antidote, eye drops, saltwater, boilie. No, this is for fishing. Like a consumable that can help me with spell speed or something, maybe. It's always good to have those. Alright. Like the chocolate. It's time to get another one. To boost that timer. Is it me or... Doesn't make any sense, but it feels like the timer for the pearl chocolate is going faster than the timer for my battle chocobo. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It feels that way, but it doesn't make sense. No way that's how it really is. Okay, it's right next to a fate, so we're gonna have to be careful there. Like, it's gonna be too hot over there. Kyotsuke kudasai. I do notice a player is there, but no. We already did all those leave quests earlier. Let's not get sucked in to a bunch of fates. Look at this area, though. Bunch of grenades. Ooh, you don't want to be near them. They are definitely going to explode near you. Okay. Well, we are gonna get exploded on. Why do I hear boss music? Why do I hear boss music? It's the fate. The fate is related to a boss. Somebody is facing that boss. We may as well take part in it. I'll help out the player. I don't know if they need any help. Actually, they may maybe they can use some help. So let's join this fate. And I am a good level for it, so think about that. Bise, Pigman of the 59th Order of Kobolds and enemy of miners across Lanosha, is infamous for ruthlessly exploiting mineral deposits of all their resources. leaving them barren for all those who come to Ogomoro in search of ore. The greedy beastman must be taught a lesson that Hydaline's bounty is meant for all her children. Sorry, it's kind of difficult to read while I'm in the middle of the action here. But alright. We're focusing 100% on the enemy right there. Let me see if I can set this grenade to sleep first. It would behoove me to do that. And that Kobold Beastman too. Let's set it to sleep. Crowd control, baby. Crowd control. Gotta do that crowd control. Bum 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 bum. Nice. Great completion of the duty. Thank you much for the help. But well, there's still battles to be fought here. I was going to cheer the player or maybe do a pose or something. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I haven't drunk any tea in-game. Now might be a good time to do that. So let me recover with the Blizzard skills. Blizzardo! Fubuki no chikara! Arigato! Hey, hey, hey! Thank you for that! Okay, now we face these kobolds. These are the ones we actually had to face as part of the quest, I think. Hopefully I'm not in a place that's gonna get any aggro. How long are you planning on going? The usual 3-hour or so time, Elurin? So maybe 1 more hour. Yes, I think we're gonna go for that. So welcome back, Elurin. I hope work was fine. With all the stuff you talked about, you know? Hope everything was okay. Whoa, let's be careful with these, actually. I think I can complete this without going into another fight here. Let's see. Yes. Ooh, alright. Now let's get back to Burgundy Falls. Right here. Camp Drybone. Alright, give me a second. Gonna take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Omatase shimashita. Thank you for waiting. Ah, work was fine. You're a tiny bit better after talking to one of your roommates about everything. Tiny bit is better than nothing. I'm glad you were able to talk it out. That's a good thing. All the positive vibes in the world. Right here, Elurin. I am here to make everyone's day better. So I hope I get to do that. We are superstars, we are shining lights in the darkness, after all. Welcome to the Tachigen Temple. That's what we're all about. Alternate name is the multi-dimensional monastery. We gotta change it to monastery because we gotta keep the alliteration. I've been thinking of also calling you... I call you also Tachigen Travelers. Maybe I should also start calling you the multi-dimensional multitude. I like that name. Kind of a mouthful though. Tachigen Travelers is easier. I call you maniacs, I call you superstars, supernovas if you're a sub. But yeah, it's a lot of names. Hope I wonder sometimes if it's too many of them. I'm also hoping in-game could use some fun distraction right now, for sure. I'm doing the Black Mage quest right now. Oh, I see a Fate here. But I might get back to the storyline after this, we'll see. And I might be equipping some new gear, actually. Here are my friends, Dosol Melok, 269th Order Mendicant Dasa, and Kasacha. I have awaited your return, Kaiden. I have learned where it is that the fourth relic of our forebears rests, the land known as Thal's Respite. There too lies a planar fissure into which the blood of the fiends it births must be poured. And I'm guessing that's gonna be my blood. Just popping to tell Zero's boyfriend Horchfount that I say hi. Alright, Blin! If I see Horchfount, I'll say that. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you around. Okay. Thal's Respite. Let me speak to the others.
I had no doubt you would return triumphant. Yes, yes, no doubt at all. Brave the logging grounds you did. Great strength you have. Squawk! Squawk! Squawk, quack, 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 quack.
Okay, Thal's Respite. There to the north. Once again, we're right north, like the Rohirrim. Hello, and goodbye. Goodbye. Good luck. And thank you for that, Blin. I'll see you around. Let's see. I am so tempted to join all these fates, but no. Now, there's one thing that I'm okay ignoring a lot is the fates. But the side quests, I'm definitely regretting that decision now. Damn it. What character to use today? Good question. If you can't decide, roll a die. It's fun, and if you have physical dice, would surprise me if you actually have like D&D physical dice, Elurin. If you have them, it's a good opportunity to use that. Assign a number to each of them. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and then you continue like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or something like that, right? If you go for a D20. I make so many decisions like that. Not big decisions most of the time, so it's not like I'm deciding whether I'm going to, what can be a big decision? Whether I'm going to, get a credit card or something, or no. Something that would be ridiculous if I used a die to decide, like, what could be a decision? But, well, hopefully you get the idea. It's more like I'm gonna decide, am I going to buy a lemon ice cream or a chocolate ice cream, right? Because I want them both equally. So let randomness decide. But not for a big decision, like, am I gonna take this job offer or not? That requires something different. I'm not gonna roll a die for that one. You do have dice, but you have 3 characters? There's several ways you can do this. You can use a D6, you can use a D12, because they're multiples of 3. You can use a D20, and if you have a number that's beyond the multiples, then you just ignore it and roll again, or you do something entirely different. So for example, I don't remember the names of all your characters. Number 1 is Torumi, number 2 is Sapphira, number 3, I forget the name of that other character. Sorry, you know I'm bad with names, Elurin. So that means that Torumi is gonna be number 1 and number 4. Saris, thank you. Sapphira is gonna be 2 and 5, and Saris is gonna be 3 and 6. And it's the same with the D12, it's just like more numbers, but it's the same. That's one way to do it. You may do it in a different way. You may do 1 and 2 for Torumi, 3 and 4 for Sapphira, 5 and 6 for Saris. You see the options there? That's also what makes it fun for me. But usually I do it the first method, but the second is just as valid. Also, instead of flipping coins, because I don't really know how to flip a coin, I just roll a die when I have like 2 choices. Like for example, Lemon ice cream or chocolate ice cream? Yeah, roll it just like my head right there. Exactly. Maybe a dice roll emote. Maybe a die roll emote would be good. Anyway, I assign, for example, let's say lemon, even numbers, odd, chocolate. That's how I usually do it. It's easier for me to roll a die than to flip a coin. I can never flip it right. But let's see what happens here. Fiends emerge from the planar fissure. Deep Void Pikemen. What kind of fiends are these? These are really weird fiends, but okay. Let me set them to sleep, actually. That's gonna make it a lot easier on me. Which one is Cosmo attacking, actually? Okay, we're gonna go after that one. Maybe the splash damage is gonna wake the other up. No, there's no splash damage, that's my bad. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah! Yes. You rolled a 10? So what does that mean? Did you assign them the way I did, or did you do it differently? By any chance? Mada, the battle is not yet over. But putting them to sleep like this, that's the strategy for sure. Oh, I forgot to transpose, that's okay though. That's alright. Okay, so that should be, I think it's Torumi. 10, 11, 12. That's Torumi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10 is equivalent to number 1 in this case, so I think that's Torumi. Torumi would be 1, 4, and 10 in a D12. Kinda hard for me to concentrate on that, but I think you get the idea, Elorin. So there you go. Torumi it is. The OG, you might say. That's it? Alright. Spoken blood. The warm blood of an adventurer whose adventuring days are now done. I thought it would be my blood instead of somebody else's. For some unknown reason, the humors will not coagulate. Hoo-hoo. The OG is still your favorite? Yeah. An article of Black Mage's garb. And I think I have the complete Black Mage armor now. I love this outfit so much. But we must wear that. Not quite yet though. Let's complete everything first. Give me a second. Just drinking my tea right here. Ba-da-dum, da-da-da, da-da-da, dun. The blood must flow. Yes, it must. I'm not ready for that Black Mage gear. Did you mean in terms of equipping it? Or, okay, yeah, I was gonna ask you if you meant in terms of equipping it or looking at it. Hold on. Hold your thoughts, hold your horses, hold your chocobos. Hold the bets. Hold the race. I'm gonna look at it. And I think I'm gonna make the headgear visible. Yeah, the only headgear I have right now are the glasses, but I'll make it visible. I saw that hat. That's what I got right now. I got the hat. Signature Black Mage piece of clothing. Is the signature part of the Black Mage outfit. That's what I meant to say. The scenery here is great. Great starry sky too. No such thing as light pollution here. Not in this dimension. Or at least not in most places in this dimension. My tea is getting a little bit lukewarm. But I do still have some on my thermos. It's definitely better there. The first 4 relics are now in your keeping. Yet the final piece remains. And our efforts to learn where it rests have been to no avail. I see you, Torumi. The dark which empowers at times obscures. Such is its nature. Dasa claims his tablet names the solace of the gods as the location we seek, but none among us have heard tell of such a name. Among Us. I couldn't resist, sorry. When a power worthy to relics claim takes root in one of righteous end and name, the solace of the gods will be made known, and the last seed of the black mage be sown. Yeah, very sus, Elurin. Maybe one of us, maybe one of these three is an imposter. Dasa insists his reading is correct, and both Dosol, Melog, and I trust in his ability. We will endeavor to decode these words, that you might see your quest to its end. The day of the void's opening shall come. Until then, Kaiden, I ask only that you continue to walk the path of the black. And so I shall, my friend. Thank you. That is gonna be the level 50 quest. Bam bam. If you want, invite me to a party, Elurin. Let me get some pearl chocolate, increase that timer. Actually, I took that a little bit too soon, but whatever. And a Gisal green. I should probably buy some stuff soon. Well, time to return. Where was this? In the Black Shroud, I think it was. Back to New Gridania, right? Gridania itself. Let me see if there's a seller. I'm gonna buy some consumables. Some more pearl chocolate, perhaps, or some raisins. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna try to catch up with like everything related to the Tokyo Game Show and other announcements after the stream. But I'm probably gonna focus on other things. Let's see. Because I have some work to do. But hey, more Final Fantasy tomorrow on Final Fantasy Friday. That week in which I stream nothing but FF14 is still pending. Just so you know, FYI. And well, we're about a month away from October 14 now, and because it happens on a Friday, I'm hoping that I'll have that Friday completely free. Oh, welcome back, Elurin, no problem. I asked you if you could invite me to a party, if you want to party up. Remember that I can't do it, you have to be the one that does it. What was I gonna say? Because October 14 is a Friday, so I want to have that huge alliteration of like F. Friday 14 hours of Final Fantasy 14, something like that, right? So I need to have the entire day off because it's 14 hours of Final Fantasy 14. See, I gotta catch up to you, Elurin. Not just in Final Fantasy 14, but like in the huge marathons you do, you maniac. I gotta match you. I gotta keep your pace. But also, apart from that, we might need an FF14 week. Which shouldn't be the same week in which I do that, because that would be too much. Like, that Friday alone is gonna be more than enough hours for FF14. We should give a chance for other games to shine also on the other days of the week, I would say. So, where were we? Where am I even going? I kinda got lost here. Hold on. No, this is not the way. I'm going the wrong way here. Oh, yeah, is it this area? No. Kinda trying to follow the map here. Oh, I was very tempted to do that triple triad match. We haven't done any so far. Where do I go? Trying to find out how I get here. Oh, wait. Airship landing? Do I go to the airship landing? Oh, yeah, the airship landing. I remember now. Yeah. We left off there. We just kind of have to get there. Through the airship gate. Is it... Just let me remember. Like... Oh, yeah, into the eye of the storm. There you go. Yeah, because we left it off there. I remember now. And I have to go into the actual landing itself. We landed with the Enterprise.
Engage!
Over there. Can't resist saying that. Can't resist. I am drinking some Earl Grey right now, so there you go. That fits. Oh yeah, before that, let's take a sip of that Earl Grey. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Thank you, Captain Picard. Thank you, computer. But before we do that, there is one other thing I was forgetting to do. Okay. Alright. Wizards Patazos. Wizards Tonban. Wizards Krakhaus. Actually, we're still kind of missing the rest of the gear. Okay. It looks, it's a little bit incomplete still. I think we still need the level 51. Now it kind of looks a little bit strange. Okay. I think we're gonna really make it come together when we get the chess piece. I think that's what's missing, right? At level 50. That might be it. So 4 more levels. Still some time to go. All right. Let's continue then. Yeah, like the pens look a little bit out of place. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. We still have to rescue Memphilia and the others, don't think I forgot. In the middle of all this. I bear good news. The Sith Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Literally a storm. It's raining right now. Well, not a storm, it's just raining, but yeah. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see! You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Kaiden. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. Ouch, that sounds painful. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspected ether comprising Garda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertine, who resides in Camp Tribone. Back to that place again. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquess met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquess was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Kaiden, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Seth and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Leave it to me, Alphinaut. Alphinaut. Oren ni magkasino? Can't speak anymore. Hold on. You thought of me today. Sorry I took some time. I wanted to focus on reading the dialogue there. As my roommate and I were heading home, we saw a license plate that literally was late for tea. And the guy had a I love tea sticker on his car too. Nice. You don't want to be late for your tea. You don't want your tea to get cold. I love that. I love that person. If I ever get a car, I don't really have a car. I don't know how to drive either. But if I ever get one, I would definitely put that there. Or a motorcycle. If I don't know what the legality of stickers are where I live exactly. On cars or on motorcycles, but I would love to put like Kamen Rider stickers on there. A literal magic battering ram. Nice. The Tachibana Racing Club from Kamen Rider. Okay, let's get out of the landing area. Oh yeah, we don't need to get out of here from like this. We can just teleport to Camp Drybone. Into the Eye of the Storm. Reminds me a little bit of Into the Storm by Blind Guardian. You look great, Torumi. I love that emote. Is it an emote or is that a skill by any chance? Could be a bard skill, I don't know. Emote? Okay. But yeah, it comes from the Middle Earth Blind Guardian album. Hey, don't just pass through me like that. That's very rude. You can't just do that. Have some courtesy. That's like taboo to do on an MMO. You don't just go through players, you maniac. Alright, let's head up here towards the church area again. Oh man, now I just like... Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Hold on. I keep getting it wrong to go to like the cemetery. But yeah, now it just reminds me of like Minfilia and everyone we need to rescue and everyone that died in the superstars of the 7th Dimension headquarters. And no, I'm heading the wrong way anyway. It's here at the building here, I think. Hello there, sir. Why, yes. I am Professor Lambertine. Beg pardon. You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Well, I'm not really that. I'm more of a man of magic. Sometimes they overlap. Some people might say that magic and science are the same thing, but yeah. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. Magic is just science we don't understand yet. You might say that too, Eorzean. Who was it that said a similar quote? Arthur C. Clarke, I think. Any science, any technology that is advanced enough is gonna be like magic. But to the matter at hand. Did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egats, man! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot. Oh, I need to use my Gazelle Green. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Hey, Siflock! Glad to see you, Emperor. How are you doing? I'm having trouble Englishing right now. Hold on. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at High Bridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Oh, that was your chocobo, Elorin. I thought it was mine. My bad. Nice, nice. All right. Have a good dinner. Have a good dinner. Relax. You need to relax right now, Elorin. I hope you're able to. I'll see you around, all right? You're okay? Glad to hear. Any excitement over all the gaming news and other news that have been going on? So many game announcements as of recent, Siflock. How has your Thursday and your week been so far? Hope it's been well. Thank you, Professor. Let's go on here. You are so hyped for Mirage. Ah, yes. How could I forget about Assassin's Creed Mirage? It's good that they're going back to that gameplay. Has there been any news about like a potential remake or reboot or not reboot, sorry, remake or remaster of the first game? The first Assassin's Creed? I don't know if I'm gonna play, well, I need to buy it first probably, but like, I don't know if I want to play Mirage before I play the RPG Assassin's Creeds. The latest Assassin's Creed game I played is Chronicles China, and if you don't count that one, it's Syndicate, so it's a couple of Chronicles games and the 3 RPG games, Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla, not in that order. But yeah, I actually have Odyssey and Origins, I just haven't even started them. It's a huge time investment. It's not something you can just start, especially when I'm playing a game like this too. And then Octopath Traveler 2, oh my god, is that gonna take my attention? That's one of the things that's excited me the most right now, Siflock. Mirage looks splendid. Red is Japan. Oh, Red. No, hold on. Mirage is a huge homage to it. And it's not an RPG, but Red is an RPG. They're splitting them. What is Red? What? Red is Japan. It looks gorgeous, at least the art? I need to see these Assassin's Creed announcements. I am so out of the loop right now. It's just that Ubisoft was kind of like starting to give me like really bad vibes about their decision making, that I was just like disconnected from it all. I need to look into it. They're making multiple games now, splitting the genres. Okay, that is the best approach ever, as long as they have the budget for it, because it's a lot of money. The only time they've ever done this before was with Rogue and Unity. This is a good way to go about it. And now, in retrospect, I am gonna have no objections to Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. All style and homage to AC1. Mirage has Masyaf under construction in it. The fortress from 1. They definitely can do it because Red will have support for 4 years or so. The only thing that may suck is if you get a setting like Japan, for example, in which you would prefer to have the traditional Assassin's Creed gameplay rather than the RPG gameplay, and vice versa. But to see them doing Japan though, I mean, Assassins and Ninjas, let's go. I never thought they would do Japan. They said like they would want to stay away from it because it's like too obvious or who knows why. World War II, I think, was one they avoided, and the First World War as well, but I'm not sure. The concept art for Red looks insane. Hidden Blade is in it. Nice. This seems like a fantastic way to go about it. Having both of them. Because I am a little bit biased maybe because I still love RPGs. Like if I were to only if I needed to choose only one of them, I would still go for traditional Assassin's Creed, but I don't think Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla are gonna be bad for me, a bad experience, because I still like RPGs in general, you know? So there's that. I mean, look at what I'm playing right now. Like, come on. I love them. I'm so excited for, like, all the RPGs that get announced also on the Nintendo Direct. And for that matter, the farming stuff, it looks like fun, honestly. I'm just probably not gonna play them because it's that time vacuum. We're gonna get an ad break, by the way. AC Hexy? Wait, what is that? H-E-X-E? Witch hunts or something? Maybe Germany? Okay, let's talk about that in 90 seconds because we have an ad break right now. Nani? How much did they announce? I need to take a look at that when we come back. And also the dialogue with Hahasako. Hahasako? Kinda difficult for me to say the name, sorry. Ugh. Let me just stretch a little bit. I needed to move around a little bit. I'm gonna have to catch up with this probably after the stream. I mean, we could watch it on the stream, but I'd rather concentrate right now on Final Fantasy because I feel like that's gonna take me a while to see everything. Seeing the trailers and all of that. Reading the news articles maybe. That sort of thing. Oh, by the way, I did something really fun in Animal Crossing yesterday. I put some star face paint on my face. Finally, on my Animal Crossing character. So, usually I'm wearing a face mask and or sunglasses of some sort all the time on my character. But now it's a different story. Now I have my face as clear as possible nearly all the time because of the face paint I have. I need to show you a screenshot of that. I need to share it. So it's pretty much like I look as a VTuber, like myself right here. It's just that it looks more like face paint than a star sticker in Animal Crossing, but I'm gonna show you. I tried to make it as similar as what I have right here. So I'm very happy about that. But Ziploc, how much did they announce? So Assassin's Creed Hexy, Witch Hunts, Germany, what the heck? How much did they announce right there? But yeah, like, I love them all. The original formula is also gonna be, it's always gonna be what I emphasize. Oh, you sent me the 3 main game icons. Let me take a look at them. And also, thank you for joining the Tajigen Travelers Discord. Welcome to the Tajigen Temple Discord Dimension. Let me see. Ah, code name Hexy and red. Wow, the red one looks so sick! It's literally like a ninja assassin, which is exactly what it should be. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I gotta show this on the stream. Give me a second. It's so good. It's so good. Hold on. Windows, why are you playing system sounds? You're not supposed to do that! For fuck's sake. I keep telling it to stop doing system sounds and it just ignores me. Yeah, that would make a great wallpaper. Let me see if I can show it on the stream. Each and every one of them. So that's Assassin's Creed Red, as you refer to it. So good. So good. And then this is codename Hexy. Omoshiroi. Assassin's Creed Code Jade mobile RPG? What the hell? How are they doing so much stuff? That's a bit much, maybe. Hold on. Because I have to do the links manually like this. And there's Mirage. That's the big one that we knew about before. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm excited about every single one of them, but I'm gonna have to catch up first. I think it's just gonna be easy. Sorry to open things right there. I think it's just gonna be easy for me to just play those other games off the stream to do the catch up. like Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. Valhalla I still need to buy, actually. Might be better if I can wait for a discount on that one. The most complete version of it. And I mean, I want to play the other Chronicles games as well. Merch trailer is amazingly high. It's amazing, highly recommended. Has Ezio's family music in it? Why does it have that? I mean, it's a good song, but feels like the old days. That's good. That's good. Oh, Siflock, thank you for telling me about this. Thank you for telling me. It's remixed? Okay. Yeah, like, mostly you want to keep that to be the lead motif for Ezio. I mean, I'm remembering now the title screen to Assassin's Creed Rogue. I think was also something like that. Like, what the hell does this have to do with Shay? But now, at this point, it also feels like Ezio's theme and those other themes, they're more like, they're being like the theme for like the entire Assassin's Creed franchise now. Oh, I love Assassin's Creed, I'm a huge fan. As I said, I played every game up until Syndicate and Chronicles China. Most of them on the Xbox 360. Unity and Syndicate and the Chronicles games on PC when I finally got that. But all the others before were on the 360. Some of them I've reacquired now on PC, but I still need to reacquire the others. One day I want to do like a complete playthrough of the entire series. So it would be a replay for me for some of them. For Assassin's Creed 2, it would be like the 3rd or 4th time I play it, if I do that. It works though, because you're seeing Assassins in red and white again, and it makes me want to cry. Oh, it was for red! I thought you meant for Mirage, that you did that. That they did that, I mean. But I see what you mean, I see what you mean. They haven't used it for a while. Odyssey's theme is incredible, to be fair. Best music they've made since Jesper Kid left. I remember there was a theme they used in Rogue that was... Okay, you know what? Let me listen to that. Or maybe not, it's his family, Venice's rooftops, I forget the name. Oh, Mirage. Okay, gotcha. Let me listen to Assassin's Creed Rogue. Yeah, listen to this. This is Rogue. That's one of Ezio's themes, and it's funny because this is like a non-assassin. The assassin who turned Templar. The assassin that went rogue, and they use such an assassin theme for that. But yeah. Jesper had long left and they couldn't make anything as perfect as Ezio's music. Lorne Balfe has done good stuff though. When was it that Jesper Kid left? Did he do Revelations? Because Revelations had some fantastic music. And I believe one of my most favorite themes of all time is Abstergo Industries from the... Okay, but I think Lorne Balfe did some of the multiplayer music. You know what? Oh man, we're taking a detour from Final Fantasy XIV, but let me mute the game very quickly. Like... Oh, also... My Final Fantasy XIV volume was reduced, apparently. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I did that intentionally because of the loud sounds on the battles. Like even the master volume, sound effect volume, yeah. Abstergo Industries from the Revelations multiplayer. You know what I would love for them to do, Siflock? Oh, like I want this so bad, but I'm like one of the few people who want this because a lot of people didn't like the multiplayer, but I loved online. And I was amazing at that game. Like, I only played like 2 game modes, Deathmatch and Wanted. I never played the Assassinate game mode. I didn't like the way the meta transformed in there. But in the others, I was top of the top. I made it to the top 99, the top 100 of the world in Assassin's Creed 4. At least in the 360, top 100 in Assassin's Creed 4. And I'll never forget that. But one of my favorites from the multiplayer is this one. And I think Lorne Balfe did this. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just listen to it. Listen. Well, I will say a few things though. I have a particular personal attachment to this theme that goes beyond Assassin's Creed, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. Well, actually, let me talk over it. just search Abstergo Industries, Revelations, music. You may find it on YouTube. Abstergo Industries. That's the name of it. You might want to search more words because it may give you different results because of the name. Hold on, this is one of the best parts. Ah, hold on. Or no, wait, this is not the part, but still good. Everything about this song is so good. No, hold on, I gotta stay silent. I can listen to this for 30 minutes, for 1 hour maybe. It makes me think about like the madness and the massiveness of the cosmos, life, the universe, existence. This is the best part. I hope we don't get a DMCA or something. You never know. It's the best. Oh, Jesper returned for Valhalla! I didn't know that! That's so cool! Ooh, a great reason to play Valhalla too. Well, before I tell you my attachment to that song, what I wanted to tell you also, Siflock, I would love for them to release something called the Assassin's Creed Online Collection, in which they collect only the online adversarial multiplayer that they had for Brotherhood, Revelations 3, and 4 Black Flag. So it's 4 games in one, all multiplayer, maybe fixing some of the problems that they had with that, adding some new features or something, you know. That would be fantastic. Release it for all platforms. I would be happy to play it on PC. Hopefully there's a lot of players for that. There's more PC players now than back when I played them, I think. So yeah. A new standalone multiplayer game, so maybe that's our wish fulfilled. If it has the same gameplay as them, my wish is fulfilled for sure. And I'm definitely gonna play that with a controller. Yeah, I always play the games with a controller. I was used to the Xbox 360, but I think I'm gonna start getting used to the PlayStation controller because the DualShock 4 I have is better than the third-party Xbox controller I have. I mean, I think it plays really well on mouse and keyboard, but I'm so used to controller that I don't want to like go for something different. AC is designed for the 100%. Yeah, I see what you mean. From what I've seen in mouse and keyboard, I think it's good, but I want to talk a little bit about my attachment to that song we just heard. The year was 2011. 2011 is when Assassin's Creed Revelations came out, at the end of the year or so. And another thing I was going through in 2011 was my discovery of what is now my favorite book of all time, which is fittingly called Star Maker by Olaf Stapledon. Let me give you a synopsis of what Star Maker is about. Let me just search for a synopsis. Let me see if Goodreads has a good one for this. 5 stars, best book of all time. I went back to it last year. It was great after a long time. I've read it. I've listened to the audiobook. Next thing I want to do is read it in Spanish. When I learn Japanese, I want to read it in Japanese. It does, but climbing feels way better on sticks. Oh yeah, I agree. So the summary to Star Maker. Let me just show you the browser here too. One moment a man sits on a suburban hill, gazing curiously at the stars. The next he is whirling through the firmament, and perhaps the most remarkable of all science fiction journeys has begun. Even Stapledon's other great work, Last and First Man, pales in ambition next to Star Maker, which presents nothing less than an entire imagined history of life in the universe, encompassing billions of years. This doesn't tell you enough, I think. Add it to Goodreads, Siflock. The thing is, it tells you the entire history to the entire universe and universes beyond. The origin of everything. It tells you like the sheer scale of everything, and it gives you answers. But also at the same time not giving you the answers because there are things that a human mind can't comprehend. That's how humongous the scale is. And it feels like if you want the answers to the universe, you get them here. That's how good it is. And it hit me at just the right time in my life when I read it. And the song we just heard, Abstergo Industries, really captures the feeling that the novel gave me. So it was like all the pieces fit in the puzzle perfectly. All the buttons were pressed exactly right for me. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something very important right now, maniacs. Sorry, wrong thing I did there. Hold on, I wanted to change to this screen. There we go. Let me go back to the multi-dimensional portal here. You know, part of my VTuber lore, my origin, I am a sentient star cluster. Remember? A sentient star. But this is not a unique thing. I say it because most people don't realize that stars are actually sentient. Stars are sentient. They are intelligent. They have feelings. They can think. It's just very alien to the human mind, the way we do. And on top of that, I'm not just a star. I am a star cluster, which means that it's a bunch of stars linked together, and we all together make a unique existence. Think of the fusions in Dragon Ball if you're familiar with Dragon Ball. When Goku and Vegeta fuse, they're not Goku and Vegeta anymore. Like they become a brand new being. Now, there's a little bit of that, but without losing our individuality entirely. Like, we are a new being, but at the same time, we're still the individual beings, if that makes any sense, right? Well, that's what I am on top of being a sentient star. That's why I call myself a sentient star cluster. And the concept of that was first introduced to me in that novel, Star Maker. The concept of a multi-linked mind was introduced in the previous novel, Last and First Man. I do recommend if you're gonna read Star Maker, it's not necessary, but it's a better experience if you read Last and First Man before Star Maker, because Last and First Man is the future history of humanity. Up until the very extinction of humanity. And humanity actually goes through many evolutions. It doesn't go the way you might think it does. It gets a little bit depressing, not gonna lie, but it's really good. And Star Maker is like that, but it's for the entire universe. And it also includes the past, and not just the future, and a bunch of other races, and more telepathic multi-dimensional minds linked together, as well as like many other things with the cosmos and all that, you know, sorts of things like that. But like minds linking together like that a lot, key part of Olaf Stapledon's works. And he is my favorite author for that reason. He was so ahead of his time. He's a mastermind. He's a genius. So, to read what it says right here on top of what I said, I hope it's okay if I'm going in this tangent, everyone. It's just one of my most passionate topics ever. Anytime I can mention it, you know, we went on this tangent because Siflock just mentioned Assassin's Creed to me, which I'm also very passionate about, and oh man, welcome to the Tajigen Temple. If you're new to the channel, I am the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. This is what I'm like, this is what it's like over here. But yeah, the book describes a history of life and the universe, dwarfing in scale Stapledon's previous book, Last and First Man, a history of the human species over 2 billion years. Star Maker tackles philosophical themes such as the essence of life, of birth, decay, and death, and the relationship between creation and creature. A pervading theme is that of progressive unity within and between different civilizations. Some of the elements and themes briefly discussed prefigure later fiction concerning genetic engineering and alien life forms. Sir Arthur C. Clarke considers Star Maker to be probably the most powerful work of imagination ever written. That is not hyperbole. That is perfectly right. And Brian W. Aldiss called it the one great gray holy book of science fiction. What does he mean by gray, though? But yeah. I'm not gonna tell you the plot, though. You can go ahead and read the plot, of course. I will say, if you read the plot in Wikipedia, it's just scratching the surface. Like, it's gonna tell you everything, but it's still just gonna scratch the surface. Like, it's not gonna take away from the actual experience, I will say, but it's better if you read it without the plot first, actually. I think I actually did read the plot synopsis before I read the whole novel. The same with Last and First Man, but that's what made me want to read it. And, ooh, yeah, there's so much that they don't cover. It's a super heavy and super thick book. By heavy, I don't mean, like, depressing or, like, there's parts of it that can get a bit depressing for sure, but, like, no, I mean heavy in that it's not a light read. Like, it's one of the few books in my life in which I had to take a long time to read it, not because it was long, but because each line, each sentence, each paragraph has so much information on it that I really need to take a moment to really understand what the author is trying to convey with that. There's only been 2 authors that have done that to me so far. Because, oh, there's still so much I need to read. Olaf Stapledon, right here, is one of them. And the other one is J.R.R. Tolkien. He did that with Lord of the Rings. It didn't happen with The Hobbit. It happened when I read Lord of the Rings because I'm terrible with, like, description. So all the descriptions that he was doing in Fellowship and Two Towers and Return, I had to take a while to really imagine the landscape. And even then, I didn't do it that well. Lotro really was helpful for that. Welcome back, Siflock. I was just gushing over my favorite book of all time about Star Maker, why it inspired everything I am, the nature of the sentient star cluster, the nature of myself, ourselves, and about life, the universe, and everything, you might say. But yeah, I cannot recommend those books enough. Put them in your bucket list. I think everybody should read them at least once. Last and First Man and Star Maker. There's 2 other books that are similar in theme, because not every Olaf Stapledon book is quite the same, but most of them are. Death into Life and Darkness and the Light. More obscure books by him, but they have the same concepts of, like, multiple minds linking together to create a new being that was only possible from the fusion of multiple minds, and it's actually a much higher being, mentally and spiritually, and, like, you know, it's one that is capable of greater things than the individual minds would not have been able to do by themselves. Like cells and molecules linking together. If you have only one cell, that cell is not an intelligent being, that cell is not a sentient being, I think. But when you put them all together, you can make a sentient being. A human being is brought together by all those things, right? Well, what do you think is gonna happen if you do the same with actual sentient, intelligent beings? You're gonna have a higher existence, a being of a higher rank of existence, if you will. Something beyond comprehension, but in a good way. That is what is one of the key themes in Olaf Stapledon's works. So, highly recommend them. And many times when I talk about Octopath Traveler, multiple characters in an MMORPG that have minds linked together, they are based on that. Oh yeah, one of my favorite series of all time, Sense8, touches into that. Not to the degree that Stapledon does, it's a little bit different, but Sense8 is very similar. I love that series. Too bad it got cancelled, but kind of understandable, given the big budget that it needed. It was very big in scale. But at least, even though it got cancelled, they were able to come back for a finale. So they did it well. I mean, the series is like literally worldwide. They were filming everywhere in the world. It was very expensive. Like, there's this thing that Netflix cancels a lot of series, but in this case, it's understandable enough because it must have been so expensive to do. But I digress. Oh my god, I can go on for an entire stream talking about this. Maybe I should do it someday. A Just Chatting stream talking about it. You know, one of these days I really need to get back to writing. Might be good to maybe figure into that. Write for my Lotro characters, my WoW characters maybe, my SOTOR characters all linking together. Experiencing their events of the games and all that. And their mind links together. And they together birth a new being by linking themselves to each other. A being that only happens when all 8 characters are linked together. But at the same time, each individual is still retaining their individuality. So it's a multi-dimensional existence in every sense of the word. That's what I'm all about, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden. And yeah, just... National Novel Writing Month is gonna come this November. Last time I participated, I can't believe it's been so long, but it was 2016. 6 years, basically. 6 years. Doesn't feel like it's been 6 years. I participated for like 4 years in a row, 5 NaNoWriMos in a row, because 1 year was 2. I did one in July and another one in November, like the regular month. But yeah, I could start writing a little bit more about that. And if I get back into writing, I would love to do a stream in which I just write. I don't know how that would work exactly, but I could show you my thought process behind writing something maybe. What I really need to do is to watch other people's writing streams if they've done anything like that. If there is interest, I would love to do it. I would love to be a NaNoWriMo streamer. Because NaNoWriMo themselves always do live streams in which they do write-alongs. And so I would love to be that kind of person in which, like, come along and write with me. We're gonna do a 20-minute word sprint. And I'm just gonna write and write and write. And you can write with me. Usually the way they do it is that they do it in silence because of the nature of, like, the the write challenges, but I would probably not do it in silence. I would be talking about things, this and that. I think it could be really good, honestly. I know a couple... I've seen a couple of VTubers that are like writers as well. One of them, I recall, called themselves a V-writer, actually. So, I should look into how they do their content, I think. And maybe contacting them, like... If I want to prepare for NaNoWriMo, I have some good time to prepare for that. Well, we went on a huge tangent before interacting with Hahasako here. Let me talk to them. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. No. I came here precisely for that, my friend. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertine. You thieving name, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out for his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. I love this guy. I love this guy. Ooh, we actually have better gear right here, so it's gonna change my look a little bit. I think I'm not gonna like how I look here. Let me see. Okay, that could look better, that could look worse, I guess. Alright. Let me update the gear set. I might just use a glamour for this. I can also use the headgear, but I'm only gonna do that when I get the completion of the Black Mage outfit. Notice how these are blue. Something I didn't mention earlier. This is blue gear. I think it's my first pieces of blue gear that I get right here. Oh, Frabius Day! Calais! That I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertine's pupils, shall see that you successfully query your query. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that not but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case, you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the watered pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Alright. And on that note, this seems like a great point in which to end the story today. Sorry about that tangent. I didn't want to just finish it without doing a little bit more to advance the story in FF14. After going on that huge, passionate tangent, this has really shown me and reminded me that I really should be doing that Satsudan and or writing stream with those kinds of topics in mind. Where do I go again? Just to sort of... Okay, so I will be teleporting to Camp Drybone probably. I mean, I think I'm just gonna log off right here. It's not the end of the world if I do so. What the hell? I'm just gonna log off right here in Camp Drybone. And from there we will head to where we need to go. Well, actually, let me leave it right here before I log out. Because when I go to the login screen and I am AFK in the login screen, or rather away from game, it switches to a cutscene and that just ends up playing in the background. And I hate it. But, just to remind everyone of what we have this week. It's a three stream week, you know. It used to be the standard that I would have 3 streams per week, but thankfully I've been able to increase that recently. Oh no, wait, this is wrong. That's an older schedule. There we go. By the way, notice the background that I have on this overlay. I changed it a little bit. I hope it looks nice. But yeah. I've been doing 4 stream weeks. I would love to do 5 stream weeks. I'm gonna try to do that next week, actually. So we have a triple threat of High-Res Studios games, and then a double dose of Final Fantasy XIV on Friday and Saturday, as we do sometimes. But yeah, more Final Fantasy, because it's Final Fantasy Friday tomorrow, Final Fantasy XIV as usual, and then the Fortnite season finale, with the island being covered in chrome, and we may have a collab with some people. I contacted a couple people. One of them is Ronin, which you saw last Saturday with us. With some of them, it's not fully confirmed with their circumstances, but I already set the stream to start at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can see some of the other time zones there. That may change if there's a Fortnite announcement, but they haven't said anything yet, honestly. But keep posted as always on Twitter and Discord in case there are any changes like that. So yes, with that being said, let's see who we can raid for the invasion from another dimension right now. Thank you so much for being with me, Tajigan Travelers, Maniacs, Superstars. I have so many names for all of you. I get the feeling I will have to decide on one before long. Who should we raid today? Who should we raid? Okay. I have... Oh, wait. I think they are not... Are they still live right now? Hold on. Okay. Sona Stargazer. I do not remember when I followed her. I think it's a she. But the name alone and the whole atmosphere that she has is probably gives me the reason why I followed her. I have lurked here and there on her streams, and she's currently playing Fortnite, so great time to be raiding her, because it's a big week for Fortnite this week. So, copy and paste either version of the raid message that the Tajigen bot and Nightbot is telling you right there. As for me, Maniacs, that's gonna be everything for me today on the live stream. Whatever way I see you next, as always, stay posted on social media. Whether I see you... Okay, it's follower-only chat, I think. But if you're able to make it to the chat right there, drop the invasion from another dimension. Thank you so much for the positive vibes as always today. It's always great to have you all in the Tajigen Temple in this way. Keep shining like the superstars you are, alright? Whatever way I see you next, I'll see you around.